Go! No! Run! Run!
Prepare to embark on a spine-tingling journey through the hidden world of trail camera captures. From the ancient relics of dinosaurs to spine-chilling encounters with the mysterious cryptid Dog Man, and even a jaw-dropping showdown between a goat and a kangaroo. These 100 incredible moments will keep you on the edge of your seat. Get ready to explore the eerie and unexplained, all caught on camera for your bewilderment and amazement. Enlightened creature. In a mysterious place in Peru, a camera saw something very strange. It was a super bright light in a garden, so dazzling that no one could figure out what it was. A man who lived nearby noticed this strange light and got curious. He took a flashlight and went to the garden to check it out. When he got there, he saw something that looked like a human but was very strange. It scared him a little, but he took his phone and quickly took 2 pictures of it. But before he could understand what was happening, the strange creature disappeared. People in the town started talking about it. They wondered what that creature was and where it had come from. The pictures taken by the camera didn't reveal much, adding to the mystery. Then things got even stranger. The camera captured images of black helicopters flying around. People whispered that these helicopters were doing secret government stuff, maybe even hunting for mysterious creatures. The truth behind all this remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve. The once peaceful garden had become a place of mysteries, and the pictures held the secrets. This strange tale would be talked about for a long time, leaving everyone with more questions than answers. Spooky entity. In a dimly lit child's room, something truly unsettling unfolded before the camera's watchful gaze. The room itself seemed like a black hole, swallowing all traces of light and leaving behind a sense of eerie unease. At the heart of this sinister setting stood a crib. Perched atop it was a mere 2-year-old child. What held the viewer's eyes and sent chills racing down their spine was the dreadful wailing coming from the child. It was the typical cry of a distressed toddler, but a sound that seemed to carry a burden of unearthly sorrow. The child's eyes, which should have been innocent and bright, glowed with an eerie light, casting an unnatural pallor across the room. For an excruciating 22 seconds, the child clung to the crib's edge, defying gravity, before tumbling onto the mattress below. It was a chilling descent that defied any rational explanation. How had such a tiny child managed to reach such perilous heights? What sinister force had driven this unsettling display? The terror did not stop there. When questions were posed to the child's parents, a disturbing truth emerged. This was not some staged performance. It was a disturbing reality they had witnessed before. The room seemed to bear witness to inexplicable horrors, and an aura of fear seemed to envelop the crib. In the realm of the unexplained, this account of a toddler's eerie ascent and mournful cries remained an unsolved mystery, a ghostly presence that would linger in the mind long after the camera had ceased recording. Godzilla sighting? A camera captured this wild video revealing a massive Godzilla causing chaos in a city. Creepy, haunted voices can be heard in the background, making it quite eerie. It's genuinely scary to witness such a colossal creature in real life, going on a rampage and destroying everything in its wake. The video left everyone stunned and terrified because this lurking monster seemed hell-bent on causing destruction, and predicting its next move was anyone's guess. The spooky entity with a Godzilla appearance turned out to be the real deal, adding a whole new level of intensity and fear to the scene. Watching it unfold was a hair-raising experience, to say the least. The combination of the haunting voices and the destructive Godzilla-like creature made the video a spine-chilling spectacle that had everyone on edge, wondering about the impending chaos. Cryptic entity in the hall? In a dark and quiet night in a small, dimly lit hallway, something eerie unfolded. A person, just an ordinary resident of their own home, found themselves in the grip of a spine-tingling encounter. Their camera, silently on the wall, began to record a presence that defied explanation. From the shadowy recesses of the hallway, a mysterious creature emerged, taking on a spooky form that sent shivers down the spine. As the camera rolled, the hallway was indulged with a ghostly apparition. This spectral figure seemed to defy the laws of nature, hovering in the air without a trace of its feet touching the ground. Its otherworldly appearance left no doubt that it was not of this world, and it moved with a purpose, as if in search of something long lost in the depths of the night. The mystery deepened as the ghostly figure bore a striking resemblance to a resident of the house, further intensifying the terror that gripped the video's owner. Questions swirled in the air like restless spirits. Where had this ghostly presence come from, and what was its purpose? The hallway, once a place of familiarity and comfort, had transformed into a realm of inexplicable fear. The video captured not only the ghostly apparition, but also the sheer dread that had taken hold of the person who had unwittingly become an eyewitness to the supernatural. Creepy hunting. A video has surfaced captured a disturbing scene of wild animals engaging in predatory behavior. Two lions arrive ready to feast, but the lens reveals more. A feral wolf with intense eyes, a grotesque pig-like creature, and other unexplainable forms drawn by the scent of sustenance. These creatures gather for an eerie banquet, their disjointed movements and distorted forms casting an unsettling spell. The atmosphere becomes charged as each bizarre detail is captured, leaving a haunting feeling for the viewer. The surreal scene challenges the laws of nature, forcing us to confront the unknown. The mind struggles to reconcile the ordinary with the uncanny, as the video offers a testament to the enigmatic forces just beyond our understanding. This unsettling footage blurs the line between reality and the inexplicable, reminding us that the world holds both beauty and terror. In this delicate balance, we're suspended between what we know and what we can't comprehend. Wild deer. In the midst of the enshrouded woods, a haunting spectacle unfolded before the watchful eye of a trail camera. Amidst the shadows, an unearthly creature emerged, resembling a twisted incarnation of a deer. Its form was eerily diminutive, its body shrouded in a coat of unsettling darkness. Yet what seized attention were its horns, a grotesque tangle of antlers that spiraled like cursed vines. This ghastly being, akin to a deer yet far from its kind, roamed with an unsettling grace. A creature of the night, its visage lacked a tail, defying the norms of nature. The video, captured by the trail cam, unveiled the surreal scene with uncanny clarity, offering a disquieting glimpse into the enigma of the wild. In this dense realm of looming trees and moonlit mysteries, the presence of such an aberration remained etched in the mind's eye, leaving an indelible mark of the bizarre. It stands as a testament to the curious and the unsettling, a reminder that the natural world harbors secrets both wondrous and eerie. Paranormal figure. In the wild, a camera caught something scary. People watched, feeling really worried. Then they saw something strange. It was a dark creature that moved strangely like a ghost. They didn't understand what it wanted. It heard a goat taking its life. The people got scared and tried to stop it, but it was fast and weird. They chased it through the woods in the moonlight, hitting it. They didn't give up. Wanting to survive, they hit it many times like a scary song. Its dark eyes looked creepy in the night. They hit it hard, and it disappeared, leaving ripples. It was like a ghost. People didn't know what it was. Maybe from somewhere really deep. The woods didn't tell them, just left a memory of a strange night. Wandering Dog Man. In the dark, deep woods, a chilling video emerged, unveiling a haunting presence that sent shivers down my spine. The camera captured a strange disturbance in the bushes, and as it shows, a human-like figure emerged, unclothed and eerie. My heart raced as I saw this peculiar being, its form both unsettling and alien. The figure darted through the woods, a clear image frozen in my mind, only to abruptly turn and confront the camera with an unsettling gaze. Goosebumps crawled across the skin as you witnessed its unsettling expression, forever etched in my memory. Was it a spirit, a specter from beyond, or perhaps something more earthly but equally unsettling? A dog man lurking within the bushes? The video's eerie ambience left me haunted, my thoughts gripped by the enigmatic and uncanny encounter. Mysterious werewolf encounter. In a spooky hospital room, there was a video of a hurt werewolf. It was big and scary with long arms and legs, covered in hair and with long nails. It looked wild. The video made it mysterious, like a secret. We didn't know why it was in the hospital, maybe for science or research. The werewolf seemed to have a history of being dangerous, living in darkness. People talked about rangers like they were trying to control the werewolf, but we weren't sure if it was a dangerous enemy or just unlucky. The video ended, but the mystery stayed. We couldn't understand why the werewolf was hurt, and the questions didn't go away. It felt like a story hidden in the shadows, full of things we didn't know. The werewolf in the video became a symbol of mystery, frozen in time. We couldn't figure out its real story, and it stayed a secret, lost in the uncertainty of the hospital room. The video left us with a strange feeling, like we were on the edge of something unknown, and the werewolf became a spooky puzzle waiting to be solved. Werewolf Santa's mysterious encounter. In the dark night where shadows played hide and seek, a secret video showed something strange. The dark was like a big mystery hiding regular things. But then, a sneaky camera light uncovered something really interesting. Guess who showed up? A Werewolf Santa. Imagine Santa with fur like a werewolf. Weird, right? Oh my! The camera caught this not-so-normal Santa under its bright light. The werewolf had a grip on a little toy, a puppy. Strange, huh? A big scary werewolf playing with a tiny puppy toy. The video made me wonder, why is the werewolf pretending to be Santa? And why is it acting hungry for a toy in the middle of the night? It's like mixing up things that don't usually go together. The camera light made the scene look like it was from another world, with long shadows talking in a quiet way. The mix of spooky and sort of cute kept me stuck, not sure what to think. In those quick moments on the video, the Werewolf Santa, wanting to munch on a toy, made a puzzling story. The dark didn't hide things anymore. It showed a story that's not normal, making me think and wonder a lot. Oh my... Russian Yeti. As the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness cloaked the surroundings, a camera captured an eerie spectacle. In the faint glow, an otherworldly figure emerged from the depths of the Russian woods. No ordinary sight, but a Russian Yeti, a creature spoken of in hushed tones among the locals. This enigmatic being pursued by a lone car along a desolate winding road, creating an atmosphere of suspense. Inside the vehicle, children screamed in terror, their fear seemingly transcending the screen and instilling a shared sense of unease among viewers. The peculiar cat and mouse game between the Yeti and the car heightened the tension, resembling a nightmarish scenario. The reason for the creature's appearance in such a remote location remained unknown. Was it a guardian or a harbinger of impending danger? The origins and purpose of the Russian Yeti became a perplexing enigma, fading into the haunting landscape. In that fleeting and surreal moment, the line between reality and the inexplicable blurred, leaving us with lingering questions about that chilling night in the heart of the Russian wilderness. Mysteries of resurrected fish. A spooky video grabbed people's attention. It showed 3 zombie fishes frozen like statues, not moving at all. Their eyes were empty and they seemed like eerie underwater ghosts. Then something strange happened. A person came in holding a bottle of water. They looked like they knew what they were doing. Carefully, they poured water into one fish's mouth. Everyone watching could feel the excitement. It was like waiting for something unbelievable. Surprisingly, the fish, which seemed lifeless before, started to move. A tiny, hard-to-see motion went through its body. It was like the water woke up the fish, making it alive again. This wasn't just about the body, there was something mysterious about it, making people wonder about life in the water world. The video made people feel amazed and curious. It mixed real life with something magical. People asked questions in their minds. Was it just the water doing its job, or was there some unknown power involved? This video got everyone thinking about life's surprises and how it could come back in unexpected ways. It was a reminder that even in ordinary things, there might be hidden mysteries. As people thought about the fish coming back to life, they wanted to explore more about the secrets hidden beneath the water's surface. Mysterious Dog Man Enigma. In a regular family video, things got strange. At first, it was all normal, kids laughing on a jet ski, a guy chopping wood. But then, out of nowhere, a weird creature showed up in the woods. It was massive and looked like a mix of a dog and a person, kind of like a dog man. The quiet scene turned into a puzzle with this mysterious creature charging at the camera. Nobody knew why it came or what it wanted. The video turned into a big question mark. Why did this strange thing decide to be in the spotlight? Why was it heading straight for the person recording? The whole thing went from everyday to super confusing in a snap. The video didn't give any answers, it just left us wondering, was this creature real or did someone make it up? The ordinary setting became a mix of normal and not normal. The woods, which used to be calm, turned into a place full of secrets. This Dogman thing became the star of the video. Making the usual family moments something we can't forget. The woods kept their mysteries, the creature disappeared, and all that was left were questions hanging in the air. A mysterious dance between what we know and what we can't figure out.
Fuck is that?
Mysterious giants in Hawaii. In Hawaii, when the sun made everything golden, a strange thing was hidden in the greenery. A video showed it, like a story in pictures. The camera moved and we saw more than just plants. Big bones like from giant creatures were there. They looked odd, not like regular animal bones. It felt like they were from some ancient, make-believe giants. Nature looked alive, but these bones made it seem quiet and strange.
Look at this.
It was like nature paused, surprised by these mysterious leftovers. People who watched the video wondered where these giant bones came from and what tales they could tell. In Hawaii's air, there were no hints about where these big creatures came from.
Hold on one second.
Did they always live there, part of the island's story, or did they come from a place we can't understand? The more people wondered, the more the mystery grew. The video kept these secrets, making it a fascinating puzzle.
Oh my god, look what we have here. Those dinosaur bones?
The wind played with the leaves and the sun disappeared. But the secrets of these big bones stayed in Hawaii. The video, like a mystery book with only pictures, asked questions and let people imagine. It was a scene so strange and beautiful that words couldn't easily explain. Polar bear in the wild. Imagine yourself going for a camping venture with your friends deep in the thick mountainous regions surrounded by a sky-high forest, only to meet a snowy beast for your welcome. A scary event, isn't it? The video showed a spectacular sight of this daunting creature, a polar bear. Draped in all-white fur moving briskly through the woods, the bear had a colossal statue, with its pointed paws leaving behind the imprints of his existence. It is quite a rare sight to witness polar bears or grizzly bears in the mountains, as they keep themselves hidden far from human company. But sometimes they do make appearances. Polar bears are fierce and very dangerous, but simultaneously they are a beautiful and rare sight. Camel's prickly palate. Have you ever wondered how camels eat prickly desert vegetation without getting sore mouths? It's all because of their incredibly hard palate. You know, camels have this peculiar feature that serves as a shield of protection at the top of their mouths. They can chew their food entirely without facing the risk of getting hurt because of their hard palate. Think of it as their lips' natural armor. Therefore, these hardy animals can consume harsh, thorny plants in the desert with ease and effectiveness. Camels have several exciting adaptations that help them survive in the harsh desert. This is only one of them. It's impressive how well nature equips its species for survival. A giant floating balloon.
That is a big animal.
Well, I was asking for an octopus.
Yeah.
You might have seen many octopuses floating across the ocean, spreading their tentacles around, but have you ever witnessed them performing tricks with their tentacles? One such spectacular video surfaced over the internet, capturing the beauty of a giant octopus at the very depth of the ocean. In the video, an unusual kind of octopus made its appearance. The octopus had an orange-colored body with long iridescent tentacles that were swaying freely in the ocean. The octopus was creating amazing patterns with tentacles, wrapping them around its body, stretching them across their length almost like a floating balloon with a giant head dancing in the depths of the ocean.
Yeah, he seems a little
That's fantastic.
unnerved.
I wish we could see the other end.
Oh my gosh.
Jungle Bridge Surprise. Walking through the mountains is a fun sport, but it can become even more exciting and dangerous if the forest residents come to welcome you. The video began with a family walking through a swinging bridge deep in the forest. They had their children along with them through this dangerous trail. Little did they know that this bridge was a swinging rope for the monkeys of this forest, and soon they were welcomed by a giant orangutan swinging through the rope bridge, passing like a gymnast from above their heads, adding more thrill to an already daunting journey.
Duck! Oh my goodness!
Nature's power play. Behold the cruel and captivating nature of the animal kingdom. Witness a fierce encounter where a baby bear is attacked out of nowhere by another bear, leaving it vulnerable and clueless. This is a stark reminder of the brutal and unrelenting realities of nature. But what's equally intriguing is the appearance of a third bear, watching the conflict from a distance. Whether a member of the same bear community or simply a bystander, the spectator observes the mighty power play with keen interest. It's a stark reminder of the circle of life, where harsh natural forces and survival instincts collide with brutal force and leave us unsettled.
Coming onto that territory. Oh no. Oh, this is killing.
UFO Report. NASA recently dropped a report on those puzzling things spotted in the sky. You know, the UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena. The scoop? Well, NASA's not slapping an alien label on them. No ET vibes. The report doesn't spill the beans on where these UFOs or UAPs are from. It's like, hey, we know they're there, but their origin? Mystery. So, no intergalactic road trip confirmation, but the sky still has its secrets. NASA's report doesn't give us the full scoop on these mysterious sky dwellers. They're like the cosmic enigmas keeping us all scratching our heads. The report, in simple terms, says, we see them, but we're not throwing an alien party just yet. It's a head-scratcher, leaving us with questions hanging in the air. The unknowns remain, making the cosmos a bit more mysterious. NASA's report is like an open-ended book. Lots of pages left to flip before we figure out the whole story behind these celestial head-scratchers. Alien Search. A ring camera on everyone's doorstep, ready to catch any extraterrestrial action. Even though there's no solid proof of UFOs or UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, folks are still donning their alien investigator hats. It's like a cosmic game of hide and seek. People are so into the whole aliens thing that they're throwing around a cool $1 million for anyone who can catch those intergalactic visitors on camera. It's the ultimate scavenger hunt. But instead of finding hidden treasures, you're on the lookout for little green men or whatever shape these space visitors might take. The excitement is real, even if the evidence is a bit elusive. The promise of a hefty reward is turning backyards into potential alien hotspots. It's like a cash prize for becoming Earth's unofficial UFO paparazzi. So there's no smoking gun yet, but the hunt for the unknown continues. The Ring cameras are rolling, and people are dreaming of that $1 million shot that might just prove we're not alone in this vast universe. It's a bit like a modern-day space quest, with everyone hoping to catch a glimpse of the cosmic neighbors. Giant blue whale. In a heartwarming video, a cameraman captures a giant blue whale getting a helping hand from a team of fishermen and beachgoers. It's like a real-life sea superhero moment. Picture this, a massive group of folks uniting forces, armed with a giant net and a whopping 20-meter-long rope. The scene unfolds as people gather, realizing this majestic creature needs their help. The camaraderie is palpable as the group strategizes, holding onto that gigantic net like a lifeline. The rope, as long as a couple of buses, becomes their tool of rescue. The sheer size of the whale makes the whole situation feel both awe-inspiring and urgent. The teamwork on display is nothing short of impressive. As the net envelops the giant blue whale and the rope is carefully maneuvered, you can't help but feel a sense of relief and triumph. It's a reminder of the good that can happen when people come together for a common cause, especially when it involves saving one of the ocean's most magnificent inhabitants. The video is like a virtual high five to the everyday heroes who banded together to lend a helping hand to a creature in need, turning a potentially heartbreaking situation into a tale of rescue and unity. Headless moose. In a deep dark forest, something strange happened in the bright daylight. A video showed a weird moose like the regular ones. The moose didn't have a head, a headless moose. It looked so different that it made people feel scared just by watching it. The video caught the headless moose walking on train tracks, making a spooky outline against the green forest. Even without a head, it moved in a strange but graceful way, like it knew the forest's secrets, dancing mysteriously in the shadows. People had so many questions, like how did this majestic creature end up headless? Nobody had answers, making the mystery even deeper. Those who saw the video couldn't forget the strange images, stuck in their minds like a puzzle with missing pieces. The headless moose went deeper into the forest, vanishing like a ghost. The mystery stayed, leaving everyone who saw it with a strange feeling. People whispered about supernatural things, wondering where this moose came from and how it stayed alive without a head. Living without a head, breaking nature's rules, the headless moose became a symbol of things we can't understand. The once calm forest now held a secret, like a hidden promise in the air, making anyone who saw the video feel haunted by the strange story of the headless moose.
Bear versus man. Imagine flying your drone in the vast mountain ranges, heavily packed with thick snow-laden forests, only to capture something frightening with your drone camera. A similar set of events occurred in a mountain forest, where a man recorded disturbing clips with his drone camera. The drone took its flight from an open field and turned into the woods, and within a few minutes, it recorded a man wearing a blue jacket running from afar towards him, and a giant grizzly bear was chasing him. The drone didn't stop flying there. Instead, it went ahead and slightly hit the furious bear. This caught a bit of the bear's attention. However, the bear was fascinated by the man running in front of him, so he went ahead, ignoring the flying drone. The drone camera turned around and kept recording both. Nonetheless, we hope that man had escaped this vicious trap. Crocodiles attack on leopard.
So close to the crocodile.
Once upon a time in a wild and untamed land, there lived a lustrous and spotted animal. This animal, with a mighty thirst, made its way to the fizzy water's edge. As the animal bent down to douse its thirst, an unforeseen disturbance broke the calm silence. With a heavy splash and a cunning scaled figure came from the depths. The lurking crocodile, stealthy and sly, launched itself at the unknowing animal. Its important jaws snapped shut, aiming to pick up its prey. The leopard, caught off guard, let out a startled face and bounded back, hardly escaping the crocodile's deadly grip. It was a close call, and the two bloodsuckers locked eyes for a moment, sizing each other up, before the leopard wisely retreated. leaving the stream's edge to the crocodile, who slipped back beneath the water, evaporating into the depths. It was a tense hassle in the circle of life, where hazard lurked just below the face.
Oh!
Lioness and her little cubs. In the daytime, a hidden world showed itself in front of a camera. It was a world of secrets, not the usual things you see. The video revealed a lioness, a big and beautiful animal walking through a mysterious wilderness with her 3 little cubs. The wild place around them was full of green and golden colors. 2 of the cubs followed their mother, looking curious by the things they didn't understand. But the 3rd cub, full of energy and youth, ran ahead without realizing the hidden dangers in the bushes. The lioness, like a guardian of hidden knowledge, gently stopped her racing cub with her claws, reminding it of the dangers it couldn't see. She also looked back as if there were more secrets in the wild than we could see. Maybe only those who explore the wild can understand these secrets. Where hidden things are just on the edge of what we can know, and they are hard to see and understand. This scene wasn't just interesting, it was like a puzzling mystery showing us a world where nature keeps its secrets close, telling them in the quiet language of shadows and silence. Mysterious fox feeding video. In the daytime, something strange happened. A house, all alone, had a hidden purpose. 8 foxes, like silent guardians of the wilderness, gathered in a mysterious way near the house. They were waiting for someone to give them food. When the door opened, an invisible hand threw pieces of bread to these foxes.
Good morning. Good morning, my bunny.
Each fox moved quickly and gracefully to get their food. It was like a strange dance between nature and something unknown. The person giving the food and the clever foxes seemed to have an unspoken agreement that only they understood. This unusual connection happened every day, making it a strange and puzzling scene under the sunlight.
Papa. 1. 2.
The lion and the turtle. In the dim evening, something strange happened. A huge lion with a dark mane was on a video near a river. It looked like a ghostly show. The lion went to the river and drank water. Then an old turtle came near the lion right at its mouth. Surprisingly, the turtle wasn't scared. The lion and the turtle had a secret understanding, and the lion continued to drink water. The river sound was like a spooky song. The lion kept its eyes on the turtle and drank water. It was a very shocking event for everyone that how the turtle didn't afraid of the lion, and why the lion didn't get offended by the turtle. Some thought that probably both of them were friends. It was a weird and puzzling moment, like a mystery in nature that left everyone watching in wonder. The colossal elk. Animals can turn wild in no time. For instance, in this video, a man in the middle of a vast safari tried to take a picture of a giant elk who got fierce in no time. The video started with an elk sitting in the peaceful commodity of the jungle when a man trespassed on it. The beauty of the giant elk caught his attention, and he tried to capture its magnificence. The elk got alarmed and stood in all its glory before the man. The man could only get a few pictures when the things turned sore. The elk leaped onto the man with a sudden thrust. The man quickly lied on the ground to protect himself from this unannounced attack. This fortunate act saved his life from the wrath of the colossal elk. Falcon's head. In a breathtaking demonstration of nature's engineering miracle, a guy impresses onlookers by demonstrating the amazing falcon's ability to maintain its equilibrium. The man holds the wonderful bird with such skill while moving its body in different ways. The falcon's body moves, but its head stays astonishingly still, focused on one spot. This performance emphasizes the Falcon's extraordinary agility and balance, perfected over years of evolution and adaptation for flawless flying movements. The audience watches in astonishment as the bird's body gracefully sways, yet its focus remains fixed. It's a monument to nature's remarkable mastery, with viewers captivated by the falcon's steadfast gaze amid the motion of movement. Painful disparities. The world is full of cruel disparities. For instance, in this video, a harsh reality strikes straight into our faces when a cute puppy glances from his car window over a street dog sitting at the side of the road, turning it into a helpless situation. Imagine a dog receiving all the love from its owners traveling in cars, while another dog gets all the hate and stones from people sitting on the side of the road. The video encompasses the hurtful tragedies all around us, showcasing the brutal reality of the world where two animals are treated differently depending on their breeds. Grizzly bears attack. This video will send chills down your spine. In broad daylight, a family set out on a venture to a safari park. Driving around the safari, they came across this cute, not-so-big brown bear walking beside their car. The man, out of curiosity and humbleness, tried to feed the grizzly bear a pretzel. You would think it a sweet gesture, but here things took a wild turn. The untamed grizzly bear, to eat the pretzel, attacked the man's hand with its jaws wide open. However, the car ride saved the day for him as the man quickly plunged his hand out of reach of the man, and they quickly drove away. Mysterious substance. On a dark and unsettling night, the camera captured an enigmatic scene with a cryptic room filled with thick, swirling fumes. Darkness cloaked everything, with only a faint glimmer of pale light seeping through the window, casting an eerie glow. In this unsettling environment, something inexplicable unfolded. A mysterious substance materialized before the camera, its appearance chilling and foreboding. It would suddenly manifest, passing repeatedly in front of the lens, leaving a sense of dread in its wake. Was this an encounter with the paranormal? As this eerie substance passed, it seemed to spread, intensifying the eerie atmosphere. The camera person was overcome with a profound sense of horror. This was a truly mystifying and terrifying encounter, one that defied explanation. Its nature and purpose remained elusive, leaving everyone bewildered in the dead of night, haunted by the unsettling mystery that had unfolded before their eyes. Eerie creatures. The camera captured an exceedingly rare occurrence deep within a forest adorned with towering trees. In this tranquil woodland setting, two charming birds perched upon a fallen tree, a serene display of nature's wonders. Yet what unfolded next was a peculiar phenomenon that left everyone in perplexity. Without warning, the two birds vanished into thin air, replaced by the presence of a snowy white deer, peacefully grazing on the grass. This unexpected transformation left everyone astounded and filled with questions. Where had the birds gone? Was this white deer a creature of the paranormal? These mysteries swirled in the minds of all who witnessed this bizarre event. While the bird's behavior was natural, the sudden appearance of the deer defied explanation, shrouding the scene in an aura of eerie uncertainty. It remained a great enigma, one that sent shivers down the spines of those who encountered it, leaving behind a sense of bewilderment and fear. Truly a strange and inexplicable occurrence in the heart of the woods. Strange women. The camera caught a rare or mysterious sight. A girl recorded a video of her mother at midnight. In this video, the girl captured that there was a weird voice that was coming from the kitchen that was really cryptic and disturbing. When she went to the kitchen, a very scary sight was happening. The lady in the kitchen was wearing a white dress that is her mom. She was a sleepwalker. She was doing something strange or cryptic. She was opening or closing the oven's door repeatedly. It was a very curious scene that made the girl terrified. She suddenly stopped,
Her mother turned her head in an eerie or cryptic manner toward her. When she called her, her mother made a very scary voice that made the girl terrified.
Ma?
It was a really very scary scene that the camera had recorded. It was a great mystery that is still doubtful.
Ma?
Cassawary's cryptic attack. Deep in the corners of the internet, a scary video showed a man facing off with a very dangerous bird called a cassowary. People usually think of cassowaries as the scariest birds on Earth, and this video proved it. The strange situation happened when the man wandered into the cassowary's home, where nature rules everything. The bird acted like a protective mother, and it attacked the man. What makes cassowaries really scary is that they don't use their big beaks to hurt you. They have hidden weapons. Under their feathers, they have sharp claws that are 4 inches long, like hidden knives. As the video played out, lots of people tried to guess why this usually shy bird got so aggressive. Some said the man might have accidentally gone where he shouldn't have, and that's what set off the bird. This whole spooky encounter reminds us that nature can be full of mysteries. Like the cassowaries, which keep its secret hidden deep in the wild just like it guards its eggs. Siberian alien mystery. In Siberia, a strange video shocked those who watched it. The video showed a lifeless, alien-looking creature lying on the icy ground. A reporter's voice added an eerie feeling to the video. The story was like something from outer space, with witnesses talking about a mesmerizing blue and orange light falling from the sky. They thought it was a UFO crashing to Earth in a burst of colors. People's curiosity led them closer to the mysterious light, and they discovered something unbelievable. An alien. It looked like a naked human, but had an odd, mysterious presence. Scientists were puzzled too and found this being, originally thought to be from far-off galaxies, strangely resembled a human. The discovery shook the scientific community and challenged what they knew.
It shows an alleged discovery of an alien in Siberia, as in an alien from another planet.
But the mystery didn't end there. The alien was frozen in ice with a broken leg, hinting at a strange journey. How it came to Earth remained a puzzling secret, an unsolved mystery that continued to baffle us. In the icy wilderness of Siberia, the enigma of the alien in human form remained, a mystery that fascinated us and reminded us of the vast unknowns of the universe, hidden in the shadows, whispering secrets we couldn't grasp. Frozen in time. In a puzzling scene that left everyone shocked, a video revealed a man trapped in a solid block of ice. He stood there, isolated from the world, in front of a curious crowd. Nobody could quite understand why he had willingly put himself in this icy prison, but it seemed like some kind of daring stunt. As the days passed, he remained trapped, and hunger gnawed at him relentlessly. It had been 3 long days without food, but the cold was even more relentless, threatening to consume his very being. It felt as if he was on the brink of being lost to the icy void, his mind barely flickering in the freezing darkness. Then, in a moment filled with tension, a shadowy figure emerged, armed with a blade. With a skillful stroke, the ice shattered, and the man was freed. The crowd gasped in astonishment as he was rushed to an awaiting ambulance. His condition was precarious and his fate uncertain. In the hospital, his battle against the cold continued. His body bore the scars of his chilling, but he clung to life bravely. The enigma of the man encased in ice remained etched in the minds of all who had witnessed the inexplicable event, a mystery that defied easy explanation. Mysterious sky visitors vanish. A camera saw something very strange. It was a weird, ghostly thing moving silently in the dark, cloudy sky. It looked like a secret from the heavens, like those mysterious UFOs people talk about. As the camera watched, this strange visitor suddenly shot across the sky incredibly fast. It broke all the rules of science, speeding into space so quickly that it gave everyone watching the chills. This strange event was a lot like a story people in Mabalacat talked about many years ago. Back in the year 2000, a bright thing lit up the night sky. It was emitting green light and made weird patterns in the sky, like it was trying to tell us something. People there were sure it was a UFO from unknown places. But what the camera captured was different. It soared way up high, almost touching space, and then disappeared into the great unknown. No one knew why it was there, where it came from, or what it wanted. As people shared the video, they came up with all kinds of ideas. Was it a visitor from faraway stars, a message from the unknown, or just a trick of the eye? With each question, the mystery got deeper, and this strange visitor from the sky remained an unsolved puzzle, a reminder of how vast and mysterious our universe can be, always hidden in shadows and secrets. Mesquite coyotes. Imagine waking up to the intense barking of your dog in the middle of the night, only to encounter an eerie set of events, enough to keep you out of sleep for days. A similar phenomenon was recorded by a couple when they heard the dreadful howling of their otherwise friendly dog. The couple rushed towards the backyard where their dog was barking in the woods. The couple glanced towards the abandoned woods that were daunting to look at with their torchlights. To their surprise, 2 pairs of dazzling eyes were seen glaring at them.
A bunch of them. Where are they? They're blinking, y'all.
There's lights out there.
Initially, they thought the woods were inhabited by coyotes, and those eyes shining through pitch-black darkness were of coyotes. But there was more to this mystique encounter. Those vicious eyes looked nothing like coyotes. They were daunting, spooky, and frightful. This spine-chilling incident raised questions about the disconcerting nature of abandoned forests that could be home to abnormal creatures.
Coyotes? I don't know, but they're there.
Yeah, those are coyotes.
Burglar caught on camera. A shocking video has emerged online that shows a brazen burglar who sneaks into the backyard of a house and he tries to break into a car parked there. The video has gone viral and sparked outrage among the viewers. The video was captured by a CCTV camera installed in the backyard of the house. The video shows the burglar, who is wearing a beanie hat and has long hair, entering the backyard through a gate. He looks around cautiously, as if checking for any signs of movement or noise. He then walks towards a black car that belongs to the family living in the house. He takes out a flashlight from his pocket and shines it on the car windows. Apparently looking for anything valuable inside. He also tries to open the car doors, but they seem to be locked. However, his attempt to loot the car is cut short when he suddenly gets scared by something and runs away from the scene. It's not clear what spooked him, but some viewers have speculated that he might have heard a dog barking or seen someone approaching from inside the house. The owner of the house said that he was asleep when the incident happened and only found out about it when he checked his CCTV footage. He said that he was shocked and angry to see the burglar invading his property and trying to steal his car. He also said that he reported the incident to the police and hoped that they would catch the culprit soon. Jersey Devil. In the darkness of the night, something mysterious happened, caught on camera. It was so dark that you couldn't see much. Trees looked like dark shapes and the sky was also very dark. Out of nowhere, a strange creature appeared. It was not like any normal animal. It seemed to come from a different world. This eerie and spooky creature flew up into the dark sky. It had 2 big wings and 4 scary legs, and was a mix of different creatures, sort of like the Jersey Devil. No one knew if this was just a Halloween prank or if it was something real and mysterious. People couldn't even guess because the truth was hidden, and it was full of secrets. As it went higher into the sky, it left behind a creepy feeling, like a ghostly shadow over the land. The world felt uncertain because of this strange thing, and its secrets were a mystery. We didn't know what it was or why it was there. It was like a puzzle hidden in the darkness, a mystery that would stay with those who were curious and brave. Wild elephant. In the heart of the forest, a trail camera caught a jaw-dropping scene. A gutsy woman feeding bananas to a wild elephant right in the middle of the road, rain pouring down. Onlookers, a mix of disbelief and amazement, watched as she fearlessly interacted with the massive creature, risking closeness that left some in awe and others worried for her safety. The rain added to the dramatic backdrop, creating a surreal atmosphere. While some enjoyed the daring encounter, others couldn't fathom the boldness, concerned about the potential danger the wild elephant possessed. The video became a talk of the town, sparking conversations about the fine line between admiration for nature and the importance of staying cautious in the wild. The fearless act stirred a blend of reactions, leaving viewers both entertained and concerned about the unpredictable beauty of encounters with wildlife in their natural habitat. Mysterious forest ants. In a big green forest, there was a video that showed nature being really calm and nice during the day. The trees and plants were all green, making the forest look mysterious and quiet. A gentle wind moved through the leaves, making everything peaceful. But surprise! Something not normal happened, changing the calmness into something amazing and kind of shocking. A strange creature appeared from the shadows, holding a piece of a tree like it was important. Nobody knew why it carried the tree part, only the ancient spirits in the forest might understand. This mysterious creature, moving in a way that seemed not from our world, went between the leaves like a ghost. The forest, which used to be a quiet place, now felt strange and full of energy that you couldn't explain, but could feel in your bones. What was this creature? Was it a messenger from nature's secrets or a protector of hidden things in the forest? Nobody knew why it was there, lost in the mix of light and shadows. Questions floated in the air like mist on the ground, making it hard to figure out what was going on. Why did the creature carry the tree part like it was a big deal? Was it a sign of balance, a signal that something was going to change? The forest, now a place of mystery, echoed with questions from those who saw this strange dance between normal and not normal. When the video ended, the forest went back to being calm, but it left behind a bunch of questions that were part of the forest's nature. The mystery stayed, inviting people to explore and find out what secrets were hidden in the green wilderness. Baby dinosaur. Late at night, when everything was dark, a strange event happened in a house. A hidden story unfolded on a home camera, covering the night in mysterious shadows. In this dark tale, something weird happened, catching the attention of anyone who saw the secret recording. People started whispering in the dimly lit halls, wondering what was going on. Out of the pitch-black darkness, a figure came into view. It looked like a creature from a time long ago, almost like a small dinosaur. How did this ancient mystery creature suddenly show up? The air was filled with unanswered questions, and the mystery wrapped around everyone's thoughts. The camera silently watched the strange happenings, capturing the ghostly movements of this mysterious being. It seemed harmless in its small size, but nobody could figure out why it was there. What brought this old creature into the world of modern cameras? As the moon gave a soft glow to the secret scene, more questions popped up. Why did the creature decide to appear in the dark night? Was it a sign of times long forgotten, a faint echo from ancient eras? Instead of giving answers, the night just added more confusion. The main question lingered. Where did this creature come from? The mystery hid in the darkness, and people couldn't uncover the origins of this strange dinosaur. The puzzle, like a complicated knot, swung in front of everyone's curiosity, staying unsolved and hard to grasp. After that eerie night, the video stayed as a mysterious scene, a puzzle still waiting to be solved. The memory of that strange encounter echoed through people's thoughts, leaving behind a quiet mystery for those brave enough to question what's real. Strange creature. A person recorded a mysterious sight of a creature. In this video, a strange creature appeared in the forefront of the camera. It seems like a person without clothes at first glance, and also it seems like he is struggling to enter a house. But the curious thing that happens when that creature drops its head down is that it does not resemble a human. Instead, it looks like the head of a horse. But this mysterious creature stands up on two legs. It is a very strange-looking creature. It possesses a cylindrical body, It is looking very eerie or scary and vibrating like it is a paranormal creature. It is still a great mystery. This white-colored creature dropped everyone in doubt. Some people think that it was a paranormal creature or something else. Anyhow, it is not a normal human being or other creature. Creepy wolf. In a deep, dark forest, a man captured a strange video. In this video, there was a big, scary wolf hiding behind a tree. The forest had tall trees with spaces between them, so you could see the wolf from far away. The wolf looked really scary, and it was chasing a nearby dog with great curiosity. As the video went on, things got even scarier. A large white-brown dog suddenly showed up and attacked the wolf. But here's the surprise. The wolf fought back and roared even louder at the dog. Their battle was like something from a scary movie, and it was really worth watching, but also pretty terrifying. The video was a mystery because nobody expected to see a wild black wolf and a dog in that forest. We don't know where the dog came from or why it attacked the wolf. It's still a big mystery that no one has figured out yet. So kids, imagine watching this video and trying to solve the puzzle of the scary wolf and the brave dog in the spooky woods. Mysterious shadow. In the dark, eerie woods, a mysterious event unfolded. A camera placed deep within the sinister forest recorded a puzzling video. In this enigmatic footage, a U-shaped shadow suddenly appeared. What could it be? The shadow belonged to a strange creature, not quite like a bear, with a distinct shape. Unlike anything seen before, this creature baffled the onlookers. The camera, intended to capture the secrets of the forest, failed to reveal this lurking mystery on a sunny day. It left everyone wondering, what was it and where did it come from? Its presence sent shivers down their spines, leaving them with more questions than answers. Glowing orb mystery. The trail camera in broad daylight captured an odd luminous sphere. This glowing ball-shaped entity drifted across the sky, sending shivers due to its eerie presence. It was a mysterious, spectral being, unlike any known creature. Its lack of a discernible body intensified the intrigue. Meanwhile, a nearby deer remained oblivious, engrossed in its own world. The enigmatic orb ascended behind the deer, steadily climbing higher into the sky. Then, abruptly, it shot upwards, beyond the camera's lens, leaving behind an unresolved enigma. The riddle remained unsolved, and its purpose or identity remained a baffling mystery. Chilling Slender Man. A teen girl, innocent in her play, bouncing her ball with joy. Laughter filled the air until her ball strayed, landing far from her. Panic seized her heart as she raced back, sensing an ominous presence. Trembling, she crouched low, trying to shield herself. The dread escalated as a ghastly figure emerged. Slender Man, a tall, pale, and faceless entity with elongated limbs. He loomed behind her, casting an eerie shadow. From his shoulders sprouted two grotesque, elongated arms, sending shivers down the spine. The true horror unfurled when two more arms materialized from the abyss, closing in on the terrified girl. In the darkest depths of fear, they snatched her, and darkness consumed the screen. Upon review, the nightmare became clear. The Slender Man, an enigma with unnaturally long limbs, had invaded her world. Questions lingered, his origin a chilling mystery, his intentions a macabre enigma. The haunting footage forever etched in the realm of the unexplained, a terror that transcends boundaries, chilling all who bear witness. Cryptic voices in forest. The camera captured an eerie and mysterious scene in a dark forest, revealing terrifying and enigmatic voices emanating from its depths. The source of these sounds remained unknown, but they filled the air with an unsettling sense of dread. As the video continued, the voices grew louder and more unsettling, coming in sporadic bursts. It seemed like the eerie cries could be attributed to a creature known as a skinwalker. All around, these skinwalkers screamed and yelled, their madness adding to the already unsettling atmosphere. The voices persisted for an extended period, intensifying the sense of mystery and terror. The situation grew increasingly bizarre, with these cryptic voices creating an eerie and unsettling environment. It was an experience that defied explanation and left those present feeling deeply uneasy.
Now, as compared to all other videos in this list, this one might be the scariest of all. It was uploaded on YouTube in 2020 and freaked everyone out. Some said it was a weird being who lives in the sewers near their home, and others said it was a blob like a human mutant, but it later turned out that it was a man pranking his own friend. The demons and the ghosts might only come out at night, but the witches can do it anytime they want. For instance, this one time when a man caught a woman dressed in white on his camera. She was standing behind the dumpsters, her hair all messy and on her face. Ask me, and she looked like she just came from a horror movie set. Or maybe she actually did. People have been claiming the man here might be Jesus. But is it really? Or was it just some fake edited video? But just for a minute, if we consider it to be real, then wouldn't it be the weirdest clip out there? How did the man vanish into this strong flow of water? Did he survive? And if so, how? So many questions, and just one short clip as an answer is what we have. Look at the couple all happy, in love with each other. The clip seems so lovey-dovey. If you don't pay attention to what's happening in the background, let us slow it down a bit so you can have a closer look at the demon standing right behind them and then disappearing just a second after. Trail cam catching animals doing their usual stuff is old. Animals catching trail cam recording them is new these days. Take this bear for instance. He was going on his way when suddenly he turned towards the camera, giving it a look like acknowledging the fact that the camera is there. It was a stormy day when this guy decided to go on a drive, and he never expected what he was going to see on his way. It was a massive bat, the largest anyone has ever seen. Or was it even a bat? It could be an alien too. You let us know what you guys think. When this clip went viral, it scared the hell out of everyone who watched it. The massive gorilla-like figure was seen in it, but it was no gorilla, and that everyone could tell for sure. But then, what was it? That's the question no one has been able to answer. This video has sent shivers down the spines of everyone who's watched it. In the dead of night, a strange, luminous creature is seen crawling on the ground in an isolated location. Some refer to it as the rake, while others speculate that it might be an unidentified animal. However, the individuals who captured the footage claim that although it resembled a human, it was undoubtedly not human. So what exactly was it? Perhaps we'll never truly know. The dark web is a realm familiar to many, yet accessible to only a few. Trust me when I say that those who have ventured into it have often come to rue their decision. Allow me to present this video as evidence. An eerie creature silently traverses, moving from the hallway into a room and eventually disappearing into unknown territories. And if you suspect it to be a human, take a closer look at its peculiar gait. Does that resemble the movement of a human being to you? This video was captured by a brave soul who thought it would be a really great idea to go out alone into the deep woods at night. He thought he'd end up meeting some unusual beings and, well, guess what? He got exactly what he was expecting. A creepy little cryptid staring right at him from behind the tree. Was it just waiting for the right moment to attack, or was it too scared to come out? The mystery has been unsolved since forever. What this video captured was not only something out of this world, but also seemed to be from another universe. How can a being so effortlessly change shape and then fly away like that? Either there's a lot happening on this planet that we don't know about, or humans have become exceptionally skilled at editing videos. Some kids were playing in a playground when they noticed something unusual near a tree. Intrigued, they approached it to investigate, and this is what they discovered. At first, it resembled a firefly or perhaps a dragonfly, but after a few moments, it became apparent that it had arms and legs. The creature seemed to possess 4 limbs, 2 arms, and 2 legs. When the video circulated on the internet, many people claimed it was a fairy, while others dismissed it as a hoax. This trail cam was doing its job, recording the animal looking for food or something, and then we see 2 glowing eyes in the background. Could it be a monster or just a bear? No logical explanation was ever given, and all we have is this footage and those 2 terrifying eyes. Out of this minute-long video, you only see it at the very end. A very huge creature doing something under the shade of a tree. According to the person who recorded this, it was a Yeti. But nothing is for sure, as no one had ever seen anything like that in the area before. Hence, the mystery remains unsolved since forever. If you still think fairies aren't real, then explain to me this clip. It clearly shows a creature flying around being all mischievous around the camera, just like Tinkerbell should do. So tell me, if not a fairy, then what can it be? At first I was like, is this something out of a fantasy fiction movie or something? Or maybe it's real. It looks like a dog or a horse maybe, since it's on all 4s. What if they're real? I'm gonna go adopt one ASAP. 2 guys thought they were the paranormal experts, so they went into an abandoned building to see what they can catch there. And they ended up with this creature dressed in all black. Being all brave, they tried following the thing, but when they got to where the creature was, it had already vanished. Bigfoots aren't creatures that prefer to stay in hiding all the time. Sometimes they get so close to humans that it becomes almost impossible for us to believe. That's exactly what happened in this clip, where a man was busy with his baby. As the camera moved up, we saw a big creature going somewhere. The man whose CCTV camera captured this video was left shaken when he saw it. It was his dog playing with another dog, which looked more like a ghost. It happened in Melbourne, and as soon as it hit YouTube, people couldn't help but relate to the movie Pet Sematary. However, no one could tell if it was real or just a camera error. Ask me, and I'd say that looks as real as something can be. But what do you guys think? Now, this video was recorded on a Ring camera in April 2023 and shows a pretty creepy woman being her weird self at someone else's door. Even though she looked like she might be too drunk, the sight of her was creepy enough to scare the homeowners so much that they decided not to open the door and called the police. She tried multiple keys to open the lock, and fortunately none of them worked. But she tried multiple times before walking off the property. A man went to Romania, and from the locals he heard about a weird zoo nearby. He decided to go and check it out. Cameras weren't allowed, so he hid one and went inside. What he captured was something creepy as hell. A man, or something that looks kind of like a man, was in a cage, growling like an animal, and people were there just to watch it, like they were watching other animals. The video just shows us a small glimpse of the creature, and we're left wondering what on earth might be going on there. It might look like a usual video from a nightclub, but wait till you see a tiny creature appearing on your screen and then disappearing in a millisecond. What's even weirder here is that not a single person realized the presence of the creepy thing. Is it that the creature was only visible on the camera and not to the naked eye? And what kind of creature is that exactly? Let me know if you have any insights. I'll be honest about this one. At first, it just looked like a cat to me, but when they zoomed in on it and the creature became clear, that's when I freaked out. I don't know what the woman was thinking, going in there and then getting scared. Of course, the creature was offended, and it also looked like it was ready to pounce on her if she hadn't moved back. Don't you agree? A woman with her head upside down, and maybe she was upside down too? Well, this is what a camera in India captured. The area was already famous for being haunted by all kinds of ghosts at night, and the video just confirmed the fear of the locals, since there's a chance that it might be just a prank by someone. We all think that fairies aren't real, but the people in this village might be thinking otherwise, as they have this abandoned place called the Fairy Village. According to them, fairies lived there once, but had to leave when too many humans started knowing about it. But this is not it. There are many legends and stories famous about it. Some say elves live there, while others say they see fairies sometimes. In case you want to go visit, it's in the woods of Middlebury. And it all started with them getting on with their fireworks. Whoever was sleeping peacefully in the dark of the night got disturbed and had to come out of the darkness to scare the annoying humans off, and needless to say, it kind of succeeds in doing so. The Barton Mansion is an abandoned building located in California. It's been abandoned for years and is famous for the ghosts that reside in it. However, that was not enough to scare these people, and they decided to go in and confirm it themselves. Well, they got what they were looking for. A ghost with a lantern. Even though we couldn't make much of it, it was still enough to ensure that those guys will never return to the place. There's a video of some guys who went for a walk in the dark woods at night. They had a flashlight, but it was still very dark. While they were walking, they discovered a strange creature sitting on the ground with its back facing them. At first, they thought it was an animal, but when it turned its head, they saw its eerie, glowing eyes and a very creepy face. Some people believe it was a demon, while others think it was a fallen angel. In any case, it's really scary. If you think booby traps are something only old drug dealers and mafias had in their houses, you'll think otherwise after watching this. 2 men set up potentially deadly traps on Hiker's Trail in Utah. And yes, it was a normal trail for most hikers in the area. It's a miracle that no one got hurt considering the placement of the traps. We don't know what the dog was thinking in this video. Must have thought it was a regular dog considering the way it was barking. The man recording the video had no idea either since he was so far away. However, when the tall, dark wolf got up, annoyed and done with the dog's barking, we realized it was no little dog. Instead, it was a monstrous wolf. A deceased werewolf was discovered by a farmer who subsequently handed it over to researchers for examination and analysis. Later on, unidentified individuals shared photos and videos of the werewolf, instilling great terror in those who came across them. Despite the researchers' diligent efforts to investigate, they were unable to provide any explanation, further deepening the enigma surrounding the incident. While taking his usual stroll, an Australian man stumbled upon an intriguing creature that resembled a worm but possessed some peculiar characteristics. What truly sets it apart is not its worm-like appearance, but rather its remarkable length and segmented structure. I've never witnessed a worm of such considerable size before. In this intriguing video, we see a cat relaxing under a deck while a bald eagle unexpectedly enters the yard. The cat curiously observes the eagle as it approaches. They have a respectful standoff for over 15 minutes, and the cat cautiously approaches the eagle, causing its back to arch, and the eagle spreads its wings. It's unclear what the eagle's intentions were, whether it was after the cat or something else, but it was an intriguing clip nonetheless. The notion of mermaids being mythical creatures may be called into question after watching this video. In India, a man spotted something extraordinary swimming in the water and approached it for closer examination. To his astonishment, he discovered a creature that bore an uncanny resemblance to a mermaid, albeit smaller in size than anticipated. Could it be a baby mermaid? Or perhaps a tiny drowning monkey? Given the abrupt conclusion of the video, we cannot definitively determine the truth. I don't know what the man was doing on that raft and going exactly where, but when he turned the camera towards the thing he thought was following him, it definitely gave me creeps. If something like that was following me, I don't know how I'd remain so calm and record it all. But, well, he did, and after watching the clip, many suspected it to be a mermaid or something similar. Even though nothing was confirmed, there's still a slight chance that it might be. You must have watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. Well, let's just say life might just be the same for some people. For instance, this young man who recorded the clip of this weird creature lurking somewhere on Earth. Now, I don't know what place that is, and I don't want to know either. Just look at the size. Who would be so calm recording it and not running for their life? Unless it's fake. When a man was looking outside his window, he saw something very weird. There was a man sitting in front if he looked through the glass. But when he saw not from the window glass, there was nobody. How exactly is that possible? Unless it's a vampire or something. But was it? What do you guys think? A few years back, some workers were assigned the work to go to the back side of the factory and check why one of the drainage pipes was blocked, since it was causing a lot of problems. So they went with their phone cameras rolling to get video evidence of whatever problem they faced. But they ended up capturing something they weren't expecting at all. A white figure peeked from inside the pipe, leaving them shocked. This pig comes from China, and it looks very different from other pigs. Its face is shaped in a way that some people find scary, and it has a nose that looks strange, like a person's nose or something that boys have. Because of its unusual face shape, it has trouble breathing, and its tongue sticks out of its mouth in a funny way. When it opens its mouth wide, it looks like it's screaming, but no sound comes out. It seems like nature didn't protect this little piglet enough. Encountering a Bigfoot from a distance is one thing, but witnessing the spectacle of a colossal creature stumbling and tumbling takes it to a whole new level, and that's precisely what this individual managed to capture on camera. Two immense beings, possibly Yetis, were observed devouring an animal, and within seconds, one of them lost balance and rolled down the icy slope. Despite being recorded in 2016, no one has been able to provide a reasonable explanation to this day. It might have been a rake or perhaps a big monkey with shining eyes, though the chances of it being the latter are pretty low because there aren't many monkeys whose eyes glow like that in complete darkness. So what does that mean? Was it truly a garden tool? And if so, where did it go after staring at the camera? Are they hiding in the deep, dark areas, or do you think it's all a hoax? When two guys were in the forest filming and doing their thing, they heard strange sounds coming from somewhere nearby, and they thought it'd be better to go and investigate the area. Unaware of what was coming, they went there, and then this happened. A strange, pale creature came running towards them, scaring the guys. The video ends suddenly, so we're not sure what happened to them. If you believe that you're safe from strange beings when you're at home, you're mistaken. They follow you wherever you go. For example, take a look at this clip. This man thought he lived alone until a child appeared from behind a TV, peeking from behind. The man had to go check, and that's when things got strange, because the child completely disappears when the man reaches there. A dog-like creature that was bent over was captured on camera running away from something. This makes me curious. Was it scared, or was it trying to escape after doing something wrong? Despite gaining millions of views online, nobody has been able to identify exactly what it was. We all know that the only purpose of trail cams is to capture wildlife at its best. But sometimes these cameras end up recording some other kind of life at its best too. Just like any bear or lion would, this creepy creature was also distracted by the trail cam. Late at night and before going on its way, the creature made sure to give a nice stare to the camera. And if that was my camera, I'd have removed it from there ASAP. A man happened to capture this slimy thing when it was on his way somewhere, and since it wasn't like anything he'd seen before, he decided to capture it on camera. It doesn't appear to have any eyes, but a head-like thing which moves a little bit. It looks something like what a blob would look like. So is it some new species? And if it is, then I'd rather stay away from this slimy thing. Ever wondered how large anacondas are? What's the maximum limit they can go to? Well, they can easily go to 30 feet, and this anaconda right here can give you an idea of how dangerous these beings can be. The tree can't even hold its weight, and it comes down as this snake tries slithering its way up on it. Watching this, I'm really glad Titanoboas are long gone, or God knows what might have happened. Maybe it really was a rake, or maybe just a gorilla with glowing eyes. though the chances of it being the latter are pretty low because there aren't many gorillas whose eyes glow like that in pitch dark. So what does that mean? Was it really a rake? And if so, then where did it go after staring at the camera? Are they hiding it in the deep dark regions? Or do you think it's all fake? When two guys were out in the woods filming and doing their thing, they heard weird noises coming from somewhere nearby, and they thought it'd be better to go and check the area out. Not knowing what was coming, they went there, and then this happened. A weird whitish creature came running towards them, freaking them out. The video ends abruptly, so we're not sure what happened to them. If you think you're safe from the weird beings if you're at your home, then you're wrong. They follow you everywhere you go. For instance, take a look at this clip. This man thought he lived alone until a kid appeared from behind the TV, peeking from behind. The man had to go check, and that's when things got weird, because the kid completely vanishes when the man reaches there. And this bended like a dog creature was caught on camera running away from something, and this is the point where I wonder, was it scared of something? Or did it do something and was trying to run and not get caught? Even after millions of views on the internet, no one was able to tell exactly what that was. While most individuals tend to avoid perilous situations, there are those inquisitive souls who relish delving deep into the enigmatic realms. Take, for instance, this duo who, during their forest expedition, stumbled upon an abandoned mine shaft. Judging by its appearance, it seemed as though centuries had passed since anyone had set foot inside. Contrary to the instincts of regular folks, these two individuals decided to approach the mine shaft and investigate its contents. However, within seconds, they discovered why the mine shaft had been forsaken. An unusual creature with luminous eyes suddenly materialized out of thin air. Some men were driving their way home late at night when they saw something weird nearby, so they stopped their car and decided to film it on their camera. And when you see this, you'll be just freaked out as it shows a creepy creature looking towards the men from behind something. Some claimed it was the rake, while others said it was just someone in a costume, but nothing was for sure. This cat was doing the usual cat stuff, and the owner of the cat was recording herself being herself, just like most cat people out there do. But then something weird happened. A creepy hand came from under the drawer and tried grabbing the cat. People were quick to suspect it was a demon living under there. What do you think about it? When people started hearing weird noises coming from the sewers, they informed the authorities. However, even after investigating, there was nothing to be found, so they set a camera under there. And this is what the camera recorded: a pair of glowing eyes. Like the creatures came to inspect and quickly ran away after seeing the camera. Pretty scary, don't you think? In April 2023, people saw a mysterious creature swimming in the water. It was in a park where most of them went jogging in the morning, so a lot of witnesses were there. The creature looked like it was stuck in the water but refused to come out, so no one could really tell what it was except that it was unusual and nothing like they'd ever seen before. To some, it looked like a serpent, but nothing was ever confirmed. When the video was uploaded, no one could tell what it was. A caterpillar? Or maybe some other insect? But it didn't look like anyone had seen before. Well, I did my research, and it came out to be a thing called a case-bearing clothes moth. And this thing is just as weird as its name. They're named due to the silken case the larva weaves to protect itself while it's eating your carpet, and, well, I too would be weirded out if I ever saw one. What may appear as an incredibly creepy thing to you is actually a creature called a cystosoma. These are the world's most transparent animals, and yes, they do look peculiar. If you're thinking it's a prawn, it's not. Cystosoma belongs to a genus of marine mudflat worms, but it's distinct from all others based on its appearance. If you easily get scared of bugs, then pray to God that you never encounter this creature in your home. It's worse than any spider or any other bug on this planet. With countless legs and unsettling movements, let's just hope we never come face to face with this creature in real life. These four friends were enjoying their time capturing their pictures and all when something weird happened. A lizard-like thing, but bigger in size, appeared out of nowhere and ran towards the guys. We can hear them scream before the clip ends, so I don't think something good happened there. Creepy things can happen anywhere, and creepy creatures can appear anywhere, and this woman experienced it when at home. While all she wanted was to record her baby playing on the ground, she ended up getting footage of a tiny being running free in their home. And no, it wasn't a lizard or a rat. In fact, it looked kind of like a human, but a very tiny one. So does that mean dwarfs are real? Is it a plant or some new kind of bird babies? Well, whatever they are, I'll be staying far, far away from them because they already look quite creepy in a video. When this clip hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. To some, it was a rare sea animal, and to others, they were alien babies. But to me, they're something I should stay away from. While we think that fish are for water and we are for land, these snakeheads are here to prove us all wrong. They can move just as efficiently and quickly on land as they can in water. And now I think that we need to not just look out for snakes hiding somewhere, but these snakeheads too.
See ya, bud.
A man had the most terrifying moment of his life when he was tarpon fishing at sunrise in a tropical wetland in Florida. Everything was going well, and he even managed to catch a fish. But that's when things started going the wrong way. As he started reeling in the spool, he noticed a gigantic alligator raising its head out of the water and about to approach him. Stunned, he stepped back, but the reptile chased him. Even though he got lucky and the gator turned back, that was one scary experience to remember. What looked like a bunch of school kids going somewhere in a line was actually a group of fish who were having the time of their lives on land. Maybe they just wanted to try something new and were bored with their life in water? Whatever the reason, the fish kind of scared 1 million people on the internet from the video. However, we'll tell you that these are mud skippers, and they're actually known to be able to breathe air while out of the water. Incredible, right? A usual night ride back home became a scary one when these bikers and other people started crossing the bridge. What awaited them was a humanoid creature walking on the bridge. Nobody knew what it was and where exactly it was going. The only thing that seems suspicious here is the normal manner everyone's going about their thing. The biker says he got scared, but why was he getting so close then? Imagine you're enjoying a fun night with your friends when suddenly a huge animal appears from the darkness and locks eyes with you. I can't fathom why these people chose to stay and record it. That creature is an enormous wolf, my friend. Your safest option is to run as fast as you can to save yourself. 2 teenagers in Akron, Ohio were on their work break when they noticed something unusual outside their car window near a cemetery. They saw a dark figure digging something up in the cemetery, but it didn't look like a human. The figure had a strange body shape and thin arms. Some people suggested it could be a Sasquatch or even a zombie, but the true identity of the figure remains unknown. The girls were scared and quickly drove away. Regardless, it's unsettling to think that something non-human was disturbing graves. A news reporter was sharing a regular story when something incredibly strange happened behind her. A bright light appeared in the sky, and her cameraman pointed it out. The reporter was visibly shocked as the light orb flew away, which was very bright and illuminated the area around it, indicating that it wasn't fake. And since it was broadcast live some years ago, it would have been difficult to add special effects. However, well, I can't be very sure about it. When the man thought it was just a baby cougar and nobody else, the mama cougar was there watching him. And in a minute, it sprinted towards the man very quickly but came to a halt a short distance away. This continued for 6 whole minutes, which must have felt like the longest 6 minutes of the man's life. This man deserves credit for remaining calm and not running away as most people would have done. He also never turned his back to the cougar, and that decision ultimately saved his life. Sometimes trail cams, which are primarily used to capture wildlife, end up recording something else as well. This strange creature, like a bear or lion, got distracted by the trail cam one night. Before leaving, it gave a creepy stare to the camera. If If it were my camera, I would have it removed immediately. While going about his usual routine, this truck driver caught something super creepy on his dash cam. And if you watch the video at regular speed, you might miss it. But if you slow it down a bit, you'll spot a strange figure standing by the roadside. What the heck was that thing? Some folks are saying it's an extraterrestrial, but others are calling it a hoax. But even if it was staged, it's still enough to give you the heebie-jeebies. Don't you agree? So there was this guy living in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of trees behind his house. Every day he kept hearing these freaky noises that he just couldn't explain. So he came up with a plan to get to the bottom of it. He set up a camera in his backyard and another one in the woods. And let me tell you, the footage he got was seriously spooky.
What is that?
My bad, man.
He caught this bizarre creature in his backyard that looked like it was wearing some kind of freaky mask. And in the woods, he caught another creature that was glowing like crazy. It was totally nuts. But even after all that, nobody knows what the heck those things actually were. A strange video filmed on a Canadian mountain has left people scratching their heads. The footage shows a massive creature that left the videographer stunned. The next day, when he returned to film again, the creature was nowhere to be seen. After posting the video, many people had different ideas about what the creature could be, ranging from a Nephilim or Yeti to a secret military experiment. Let us know what you guys think. Let's say the day's pretty stormy outside and you still think that you need to go outside to see how bad the weather is. And when you do, this is what you see? What will you do? Obviously go back into the house as soon as possible, right? Unlike this man who thought he should take his camera out and record it all. A brave soul, I must say, or maybe it's fake. What do you think? Just the head out of the water, standing straight, not even moving an inch, and water dripping from its mouth. This is a creature which was caught on camera somewhere in China. As soon as the video hit the internet, people started claiming it was a sea dragon. But the question is it really? Or is it just a fountain more than half inside the water? Let us know if you know anything about it. Long gone are the days when black cats were considered signs of bad luck or other things, but there are times when I find myself wondering, what if those people were right? And you'll agree with me when you see this black cat with glowing eyes staring straight towards the man. She refuses to clear the path for the man, which of course scares the hell out of him, and not only that, she also attacks and hisses at the man. What remains unexplained is what caused this cat to show such weird behavior. Insects are creepy, and there's no denying that, but what if I tell you that these creatures are starting to get even creepier? Look at this one, for instance. When people saw it for the first time, they weren't just weirded out, but also confused, not knowing what kind of insect it was. But let me tell you, it's called Creatonitos gangus, and it's a kind of moth, usually called the monster moth, created by Satan himself. While exploring the park, a man stumbled upon a squishy mass in the pond that bore a striking resemblance to a brain wiggling around in the water. Fortunately, it wasn't a human brain as he initially feared. Nevertheless, its peculiar nature was just as bewildering as a real brain would have been. It turned out to be a collection of minuscule creatures rarely seen before. People who've encountered this unusual formation have given it interesting monikers such as Blob Monster and Dragon Booger. A security guard whose duty, unfortunately, was of night, and he had to guard the building all night long. For some days, he was hearing weird noises like someone slamming the door, but he didn't pay much attention to it. But one day, it was getting a little too much, so gathered all the courage and went to check who exactly is there. While he couldn't see anyone, his camera captured a ghostly shadow on it. But was the ghost behind all those noises, or was there something more scary hidden? No one could even answer that. A Facebook picture circulated in 2014 had a lot of people up there worried. The post was shared thousands of times within a few hours and had a lot of people uttering the word skinwalker, a well-known legend in Indian country. The picture shows an unexplained being lurking on the side of a road. Someone caught a really creepy video and posted it online. It shows a creature that looks like a spider or maybe a crab, and it scared a lot of people. At first, I thought it was just a dog dressed up in a spider suit, but when I took a closer look, I realized it definitely wasn't a dog. The only dog in the video looked totally freaked out by the weird bent-legged things too. So we're all pretty confused about what it could be. So there was this male deer in Ottawa, Canada that got caught on camera losing its antlers. It might seem strange to us, but it's actually a regular thing for male deer to lose their antlers in winter to make way for new ones. The shedding process usually happens from late winter to early spring. It was funny to see that the deer in the video seemed surprised by what was happening and ran away looking confused. It's really hard to figure out what those lights in the sky are. Some people think they might be aliens, but others think it's just a bug in front of the camera. Do you think this means aliens are visiting us, or maybe they're here but we don't even know it? Also, what about those strange flying objects we sometimes see? The government just released a report on them, but there's still not enough evidence to know for sure what they are. We know how birds travel from one place to another in flocks, all flying together to search for new places to live and feed, right? But this murmuration of a massive flock of birds was just something else. Even the researchers said they'd never seen such a kind of behavior in birds before, and that it might be alarming as well. Do you doubt the existence of Bigfoot and other creatures like that? Well, check this out. There's some drone footage that might make you think twice. In the video, you can see some enormous trees shaking like crazy as if a giant monster is trying to pull them out of the ground. And we're not talking about puny trees. These ones are huge and super tall. No way could a person or machine do something like that. So do you still believe that Bigfoots are just made-up stories? And this video was captured on a trail cam, and it's just too cute to miss. You can see a mother fox and her 4 cubs all playing around and annoying their mom a bit, but she doesn't seem to mind at all. What's even more amazing is that the family seems completely oblivious to the fact that they're being recorded. This picture shows a Bigfoot walking through the woods. It was taken by a trail cam installed in the Charleston area, but when they went to investigate it, it turned out to just be a cutout of a cardboard, which was all part of a prank pulled by someone. Believe it or not, this bear from Boulder, Colorado has become the new selfie champ. The story goes that this curious creature found a camera with a motion sensor and decided to go wild with it. The outcome? More than 400 snapshots of the bear posing in all kinds of ways, giving his best sultry gaze and even making some goofy faces. This bear wasn't going to quit until it got every picture just right for social media. So I know spotting an old man just walking anywhere does not sound spooky or anything, but spotting something which looks like an old man but with no head and carrying God knows what in his hand is one disturbing thing. To some it was a demon, while to others some kind of prank. But whatever it was, the man was not something you'd want to encounter in your life. Most of us just want to stay away from danger, but some curious minds, they just love diving deep into the mysteries. For instance, these two. While wandering in the forest, they came across an abandoned mine shaft. By the looks of it, it seemed like it's been centuries till the mine shaft has been used by anyone. So, well, unlike every normal human being, these two decided to go a little closer and check what was in there. And a second later, we knew the reason why the mine shaft was abandoned, as a weird creature with glowing eyes just pops out of nowhere. Just as spiders have been caught crawling on the trail cams, some other weird creatures have been caught flying here and there as well. For instance, take this one. This Ring camera was supposed to keep eyes on the intruders, but what it recorded left the house owners in shock. At first, what you see might look like a spider, but some tiny strange creatures keep flying around the camera. But what was it? Some fairies or something else? Do let us know what you guys think. When this man was trying to find something out of the ordinary in the woods, he came across exactly that. A weird, tiny creature with glowing eyes hiding deep under some abandoned well. And even though he was just looking for that kind of thing, the man did not stop for even a second to have a closer look at that thing. This video captures this super creepy guy lurking around in the woods. The person filming tries to have a chat with him and figure out what he's doing there.
How you doing? Oh.
But he doesn't say a single word. Instead, he just makes these spine-chilling noises that'll totally creep you out. After a moment, the man begins crawling out of the woods in the most bizarre manner, and that's when the person filming becomes spooked and decides to leave the area. So there's this video of these guys who went for a night walk in the woods. They had a flashlight, but it was still hella dark. As they were walking, they found this strange creature sitting on the ground with its back to them. At first, they figured it was some sort of animal, but when it turned its head around, they saw these creepy glowing eyes and a super creepy face. Some folks say it was a demon, while others reckon it was a fallen angel. Either way, it's some seriously spooky stuff. This video features a man who was intrigued by unusual sounds emanating from the sewer near his home. He'd heard similar noises before and had seen what he believed to be an extraterrestrial being. In a courageous attempt, he tried to communicate with the creature, but the outcome was anything but calm. While some speculate that it may have been the rake, the identity of the creature remains a mystery. Where trail cameras usually take pictures of animals when they're doing their normal things like resting, looking for food, and doing their daily tasks, sometimes these cameras capture really strange and funny moments too. Like this bear who was just doing its bear things when suddenly it saw something really strange in front of it. It was its own reflection. Can you imagine? The bear was really surprised and didn't like it at all. It didn't expect to see itself like that, and it got upset, or at least it seemed like it did. This CCTV camera was only mounted to ensure the safety of the vehicles and all, but it ended up recording a weird creature who crawled up to a poster on the wall and then continued to scratch it to pieces before moving away and out of the camera's reach. And even if we look at it closely, it looks nothing like a human wearing any costume. This Eagle Cam captures amazing footage off the coast of Southern California, specifically the west end of Catalina Island. We see a bald eagle in its cliffside nest about to settle for the night. A sly fox approaches hoping for free eggs, but Mama Eagle intimidates it. She calls for her mate who quickly responds. The fox posed no threat to the eagle, but was after the eggs. This video reveals the dangers of lurking in the wild and for the animals at night, as some predators prefer coming out when others are asleep. In January 2021, a clip went viral which showed a weird hairless creature crawling up to things in the jungle. As much as it creeped people out, it also alerted the authorities who began the search for it. And after months and months of search, they actually did find it. Though the bear was in pretty rough condition, he was scared and weak and had to be kept in a cage before he was transferred to somewhere safe and where he can be taken care of. These trees were recorded moving. Like literally moving from one place to another. Was it the neighborhood that annoyed them, or they felt unsafe due to humans? We could never know since trees don't talk. Now this one might be just an image taken by a trail cam and not a whole video, but this single image is enough for us to get an idea about how eerie and unbelievable life in the woods can be. Was it an alien or just an animal from an unusual angle? We can't say for sure, but you let us know if you have any ideas. If you think it's just another usual trail cam video which shows gorillas sitting here and there and busy with their normal routine, that's not the case. These aren't just any gorillas. These are the Cross River gorillas, and sadly they're endangered with only 200 individuals left to survive. In fact, these are the rarest gorillas on the whole planet. And this trail cam happened to capture these majestic creatures living their lives in Cameroon. You must be thinking it's too dark and too blurry to actually determine that's a Bigfoot going about in the woods, but the size of the creature and what we can make out from the darkness, I don't see any chance of it being some other animal other than Bigfoot. I mean, we can see it walking on 2 feet and it being all dark and hairy, and its size as compared to the trees is pretty huge. Ask me, and I'd say it's a Bigfoot for sure. This man had heard that mysterious creatures lurk in the desert, especially at night. So he did what anyone would do, set up a camera and waited for the night to pass so he could go check if it captured anything unusual. And to his surprise, it actually did. What was it? A death worm? An alien? A monster? We'll give you a moment to take a guess. But when he inspected it all, it turned out it was just a buffalo. But scary nonetheless. Don't worry, man, we were just as confused as you were. In June 2022, a man's security camera happened to click a photo which had the whole world in shock. Even the mainstream media couldn't help but feature it. They called it the Wolf Man. Nobody had any idea if that was someone playing a prank or was it really a wolf man. At first, the residents of the area thought it was just a coyote responsible for the missing animals and spreading fear everywhere, so they set up cameras everywhere in hopes of catching the animal in the act. However, what the camera ended up recording was something that blew their minds. A huge creature was seen lurking in the woods. And what else could it be except for the famous Sasquatch, right? It was never caught, but was never seen ever again either. Maybe it's since that humans have come about it. What do we call a person gliding through the streets? Not walking like normal human beings, but moving in some otherworldly form? We call it a ghost, and a ghost is what this CCTV camera ended up recording. Now, don't ask me whose ghost it was, because I don't know about that, but it does seem like in a hurry. Maybe he was going on his daily haunting duty. What do you say? A crooked, glowing creature moving in the weirdest way possible in the street. If I ever see something like that, I'm going to leave the country for good. I don't know how these people get the courage to actually stand there and record such stuff. And, well, as soon as this video hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. Questions arising from everywhere about the authenticity of the clip and the identity of the creature, but the questions had been unanswered ever since. How fast is a mountain lion, and how sneaky is it? If you find yourself wondering such questions, then we're here to give you answers. As this mountain lion sneaked up on the deer, and the deer was all clamped in its claws in a matter of mere seconds, and good thing this was all captured on a trail cam installed somewhere in California. And if you notice, the leap is right on the neck, fast and on target. Amazing. When one cougar minded its own business, the other one was in a mood of letting the man know how dangerous he can be. So he ran as fast as he could towards the man and stopped just a few inches away. And he did it for 6 minutes straight. Might be the longest 6 minutes of that man's life. And about the man, I would say he did a great job at staying calm and not taking off running as most people would have done, and he never turned away from the cougar. And that's what saved his life. When these pictures went viral online, they really got people talking. They show a little cat sitting on top of some big animals, which surprised a lot of folks. Nobody could believe how chill the cat was about it. Some people even made jokes about the cat being the boss of all the other animals. But then some experts gave their 2 cents and said that the cat, which is called a genet, was likely using the other animals as a lookout point to find prey. That's pretty clever if you ask me. There was a guy in Brazil who saw something strange on a rooftop while he was doing his own thing and decided to record it. What he captured was a weird creature that looked like a huge ant hanging out on the roof. Some people thought it was extraterrestrial, but to me it looks like a really big ant. Brazil has all sorts of creepy crawlies, so who knows what else is out there, right? The freakiest part is that the creature vanishes right after the guy spots it. What was it doing up there? We may never find out. Have you ever seen those spooky creatures people call night crawlers or soul walkers? They can give you the creeps, but they're also strangely calming. There's this video from California back in 2011 that shows 2 stick-like figures walking through the woods. They almost look like a family of ghosts, with one resembling a little baby ghost and the other maybe a ghost mom or dad. It's a peaceful and serene scene, and I hope they were able to keep wandering about undisturbed. Trail cameras are used to take pictures of animals in the wild, but sometimes they capture something really creepy. Like this one time, a man in a clown mask was caught on camera in the forest at night. We don't know what he was doing there, or if he was even a real person. The spooky clown stared right at the camera before vanishing into the woods, giving everyone the creeps. Who knows what other scary stuff is out there lurking in the shadows? The deep, dark woods conceal secrets and elusive creatures that have managed to evade human detection. Despite our assumptions that certain species have gone extinct, they persist in their natural habitats, hidden from our eyes. However, a trail camera recently captured a remarkable sighting in Vietnam, a two-tone mouse deer that scientists believed had been extinct for 30 years. The footage astonished the world as it revealed a healthy and lively creature meandering through the woods. So there was a video that captured an elk on a trail cam wearing a tire like a necklace. Crazy, right? This poor elk had the tire around his neck for 2 years while going about his daily life. As time passed, his neck and antlers grew bigger, which made it impossible for him to remove the tire by himself. Luckily, wildlife officials came to the rescue. They gave the elk some medicine to make him sleep and attempted to remove the tire. Sadly, they had to remove his antlers too. But don't worry, the elk will grow a new pair of antlers in due time. The Wildlife Channel put cameras in the jungle to see the animals there. They were hoping to film them doing normal things, but what the cameras showed was surprising. The bears they caught on camera were dancing and moving their bodies like Shakira. It's pretty amazing that bears can dance like that, but did you know that bears also get itchy? And instead of scratching themselves with their paws like we do, they use trees. And look at them go. They're really enjoying themselves, aren't they? When you go camping, unexpected guests might drop by, like mosquitoes and other bugs if you're lucky. But if you're not, like the guy in this video, a big male lion and 2 lionesses might pay you a visit. The man was sleeping soundly in his tent when all of a sudden this happened. Luckily, he stayed put and didn't try to run away. The lion seemed more curious than anything and didn't harm him. Despite the scare, the camper had an unforgettable night. So there's this really weird thing that a camera caught in the forest. It looked like the earth was moving up and down, almost like it was taking a break from spinning and going around the sun. People call it the breathing earth because it's like the ground is breathing. This happens when the wind is strong and the ground is loose. It can be pretty scary if you don't know what's going on. You might think the earth is going to swallow you up. It's definitely one of the craziest things ever caught on trail camera. Recently, a trail camera recorded an intense brawl between 2 male bears. It all started when one of the bears let out a bone-chilling snarl, warning the other bear to back off. Things quickly escalated from there, with the bears wrestling and biting each other in a wild frenzy. The fight lasted for a few minutes before they eventually went their separate ways. It was a crazy scene that happened deep in the heart of the woods. A creepy trail cam pic caused a stir online because a little girl was seen in the middle of nowhere with no humans around. People wondered how she got there or if she was a ghost, but it turns out she was just with her grandpa and the pic was taken in the woods. No need to be scared, she's a real human. This picture was captured by a trail camera in the dead of night. We haven't been able to investigate it further, but it appears to be a rake lurking in the darkness of the woods. We're keeping our eyes peeled for any updates, but for now, all we have is this eerie image, and people are saying it's real. It isn't always the animals or the mysterious beings that lurk in the woods. Sometimes it's humpback whales also, found laying all deep in the woods. And how exactly the whale ended up there, so far away from the ocean? Well, that's been a mystery ever since. When a man went out to check his trail cam and what it captured this time, he was stunned to see the picture the camera had taken. To some, it appeared like 2 glowing eyes, and to others, it was a UFO. Since it was just a picture, we can't say if it was fake or just something which looks eerie. Crocodiles are super deadly creatures. They don't care about anyone or anything, not even if you're just trying to record them with a camera. They can sneak up on you real slow, and before you know it, you're stuck in their powerful jaws with no escape. These fierce felines hunt and chow down on all sorts of critters, but one time one of them got snapped by a camera while running into a rattlesnake on its way somewhere. It made sure to take out the snake before resuming its original plans, but man, it really had to work hard to take down that snake. It used its sharp claws and teeth to crush and bite the snake's head in an epic battle. At first, the coyote could be seen running away from the camera's range of vision, and shortly after, the mountain lion appeared and chased after the coyote. And after a few seconds, we could hear the coyote screaming for help, indicating that the mountain lion had caught it. That's how fast these deadly lions are. Have you ever seen videos of people fighting that go viral online? It happens quite a bit, right? But it's actually pretty rare to come across videos of kangaroos fighting. Well, I recently saw one on trail camera footage. These two kangaroos were squabbling and it was pretty interesting to watch. The fight started when they grabbed each other by the neck and tried to knock each other over. But in the end, they both walked away peacefully. Pretty cool, huh? A home security camera in Texas ended up recording a girl dressed in all white walking through the backyard. When the family saw it, they were all perplexed as the girl was not someone they knew or had ever seen. But then, who was it? A ghost? Or just someone pulling a prank? Humans have a natural curiosity that drives them to investigate anything unusual. But in this particular case, a man took his curiosity to the extreme. He heard strange sounds coming from the woods and decided to explore it late at night to see if he could find anything interesting. To his surprise, he stumbled upon a strange creature behind a tree, making weird whistle-like sounds. Realizing the danger, he quickly ran away as fast as he could without looking to see if the creature was following him. It seems his curiosity got the best of him in this scary encounter. The Amazon rainforest is a place where you can find unique and unusual creatures. People often put trail cameras there to capture these animals. Recently, a rare Amazonian short-eared dog was spotted on one of these cameras. The species was thought to be almost extinct for a while, and researchers were losing hope of finding any. However, this video gave them new hope. The dog was just sniffing around in the forest like any other day. Teams have been sent to locate the dog so that it can be kept safe in a preserve and live longer. Now, this camera was installed in a wolf's den to see and keep track of what the mama wolf and her cubs were up to all the time. And this is how this mama was recording, trying to have some me time without her annoying kids ruining it. She left them out and came back to rest, but no, the kids won't leave her alone. They came back to annoy the hell out of their mother, leaving her angry and frustrated. I guess kids are all the same, no matter if they're humans or animals. This video was recorded in 2017 by a guy who was cycling in the woods. Now, the purpose behind this guy being there is unknown, but what he managed to capture is something way more interesting. A clown standing straight and emotionless in the middle of the woods. As the guy saw the clown at first, he tried going near him, but after a few seconds thought it was better to just get out of the place. The best decision, I say. The man who recorded this clip described the creature as looking like a dinosaur. But as it hit the internet, people couldn't help but wonder if it was the famous Loch Ness Monster. However, wildlife expert Ron McGill of Zoo Miami weighed in and suggested that the creature may just be a small whale surfacing. Still, nothing's for sure. There's always a chance that it can be the monster. You do let us know what you think, though. Trail cams get footage at times which is not possible if a person with a camera is recording. For instance, where this buck was filmed being a sleepyhead. Even though this is just a few seconds long, according to the owner of the camera, the deer usually comes every day and lay down at the exact same spot to take a short nap. Maybe it's the area that he likes, or maybe it's the camera. I mean, who knows, right? A crooked, glowing creature moving in the weirdest way possible in the street? if I ever see something like that, I'm going to leave the country for good. I don't know how these people get the courage to actually stand there and record such stuff. And, well, as soon as this video hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. Questions arising from everywhere about the authenticity of the clip and the identity of the creature, but the questions had been unanswered ever since. There was a guy in Brazil who saw something strange on a rooftop while he was doing his own thing and decided to record it. What he captured was a weird creature that looked like a huge ant hanging out on the roof. Some people thought it was extraterrestrial, but to me it looks like a really big ant. Brazil has all sorts of creepy crawlies, so who knows what else is out there, right? The freakiest part is that the creature vanishes right after the guy spots it. What was it doing up there? We may never find out. Trail cameras are used to take pictures of animals in the wild, but sometimes they capture something really creepy. Like this one time, a man in a clown mask was caught on camera in the forest at night. We don't know what he was doing there, or if he was even a real person. The spooky clown stared right at the camera before vanishing into the woods, giving everyone the creeps. Who knows what other scary stuff is out there lurking in the shadows? Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get updates related to our latest videos.
Look into the eerie depths of the unknown with our compilation of the 100 most disturbing moments caught on trail cameras. Brace yourself for spine-tingling encounters, from human-faced spiders to cryptid sightings, haunted trail bridges, and epic bear battles that will send shivers down your spine. These chilling snapshots of the extraordinary and the uncanny will challenge your perception of reality and leave you with hair-raising chills. So, gather your courage, for the mysteries of the wilderness await. Spider or something else? The camera captured a chilling video of a cryptic spider, unlike any ordinary arachnid. What made it truly unsettling were the two tiny dot-like eyes and a sinister smiley face etched onto its unsettling visage. This peculiar creature moved with an eerie grace, its 6 spindly legs bending in unnatural ways. Its pallid hue sent shivers down the spine, a far cry from the common insects we encounter daily. This was no run-of-the-mill critter. It seemed like a shape-shifting entity, or perhaps a creature from the darkest corners of the paranormal. As it skulked along, one couldn't help but feel a profound sense of dread. It defied nature's norms, leaving us with more questions than answers. Was it a mere insect in disguise, playing tricks on our perception, or a manifestation of something otherworldly? The video left us with an enigmatic and unsettling presence, an unsettling reminder that the world can be far stranger and more chilling than we dare imagine. Black Phantom. One eerie night, a person recorded a video that uncovered a spine-chilling truth about the supernatural. As the camera rolled in the darkness, it unveiled a mysterious figure lurking in the shadows. The person insisted it was real, but let me tell you, it's not so easy to believe. This eerie entity appeared as a pitch-black silhouette with 2 menacing horns and eyes that glowed with an otherworldly light. From a distance, it seemed like a group of eerie figures with eerie glowing eyes. But as the camera drew closer, the true horror became evident.
Dude, there's some glowing eyes right there. Camera won't focus on them.
This enigmatic being stood perfectly still, its gaze locked onto the camera with an unsettling intensity. It left us all wondering what on earth, or perhaps beyond it, this creature could be. Was it a deadly creature of the wild, or something even more sinister, like a demon from the depths of the unknown? After a tense moment, it slowly turned away, vanishing into the darkness behind the wall. But the horror didn't end there. The door suddenly began to bang with a violent force, as if something were desperately trying to break through. To this day, the mystery of the demon's presence and its ultimate departure remains unsolved, shrouded in an eerie and unexplainable darkness.
Dude, there's some glowing eyes right there. Camera won't focus on them.
The Rake. The Rake is a spooky figure from creepy internet stories. It's super skinny, has no hair and no clothes, and eyes that glow all weirdly. Its fingers are crazy long, like some kind of rake. People think it's got strange powers, and if you see it, you're in for some bad luck. If you're unlucky enough to spot it, you might start seeing it in the corner of your eye, or waking up to it just chilling on your bed, staring at you. It's like a never-ending nightmare that keeps following you around, and that's why folks say it's cursed. So, watch out for that rake, or you might be in for a spooky surprise. Cryptic creature. In 2007, a trail camera in northwest Pennsylvania snapped an intriguing image that continues to baffle onlookers. Many folks who've laid eyes on the photo are convinced it's not your typical wild critter, nor a run-of-the-mill bear. The image reveals distinct features that set it apart from ordinary animals in the region. Despite numerous speculations, a clear-cut explanation remains elusive. Some people suggest it could be an undiscovered species, while others lean towards the idea of a cleverly crafted hoax. Whatever the case, this enigmatic image has sparked curiosity and debate, leaving us with a captivating mystery from the heart of the Pennsylvania wilderness. Mystery encounter in the forest. In the heart of a moonlit night, a solitary man pedaled his bicycle through the thickets of an ancient forest. His reason for venturing into this desolate place remained a mystery, even to himself. The trees loomed like silent giants, their branches casting eerie shadows on the winding path. A chill ran down his spine as he sensed an unsettling presence in the air. As he fumbled with his camera, trying to capture the ethereal beauty of the night, he stumbled upon a sight that defied reason. Amidst the gnarled bushes and undergrowth, a ghostly figure emerged from the darkness. It was draped in a flowing black gown, its form almost translucent. The man's heart raced, and he couldn't tear his eyes away from the ghostly apparition. It stood there, motionless, its eyes like two orbs of pale light fixed upon him. Fear gripped him, and he could hardly believe his own eyes. The encounter haunted his thoughts as he pedaled away from the forest, leaving behind the inexplicable specter. Questions swirled in his mind, and sleep would elude him that night. What had he stumbled upon in that dark wilderness? The enigmatic figure in black remained a mystery, a haunting reminder of the inexplicable wonders that could be found in the depths of the night. The leaping humanoid.
What's up? What? Oh!
Out of nowhere, a figure that looked like a rope suddenly shot out from behind the bushes, and it left everyone stunned. As they got closer, they saw it was just a person, but the way they leaped was like something out of a magic trick. It was as if they had sprung right out of thin air. This strange sight left everyone scratching their heads, wondering how any regular person could do such an amazing thing. The mystery of this jumping person held everyone's attention, making them wonder just how someone could be so agile and perplexing. The enigmatic leaper remained a puzzle, and people couldn't stop talking about it. Their minds were captivated by this inexplicable show of agility, and they couldn't help but exchange theories and ideas about how it was possible. It was a moment that sparked curiosity and amazement, a reminder that sometimes reality can be just as fascinating as fiction.
What's up? What? Oh!
Curious owls. The drone's camera captured an astonishing sight. Two owls gracefully soaring through the sky, their purpose shrouded in mystery, or perhaps without any purpose at all. What made them truly intriguing upon closer inspection were their petite, stubby ears, setting them apart in the avian world. These remarkable creatures, adorned in shades of beige and off-white, rode the gusty winds high above, seemingly savoring the sheer joy of flight. The camera diligently documented their every move, for these owls were no ordinary species. They belonged to the rarest of the rare, seldom glimpsed by human eyes. With the wind as their accomplice, they embarked on numerous flights, each landing bringing them back to the familiar field's serene shores. Their enigmatic presence was a spectacle of nature, captivating the observer's heart. In this wondrous display of avian grace, nature had woven a tapestry of curiosity and awe, a testament to the marvels hidden within its realms. This extraordinary sighting reminded us that even in the simplest and most unassuming moments, nature never ceases to amaze, offering a glimpse into its secrets that transcended language and borders, a gift for all to cherish and marvel at. Coward Lagoon. The camera captured a peculiar scene as a lagoon right there in the street was munching on something. Suddenly, its meal tumbled to the ground. Without hesitation, the lagoon bent down to retrieve its food. But a cat crossed its path. In a brave attempt, the lagoon lunged at the cat, only to be met with a fierce counterattack. To everyone's surprise, the lagoon displayed a surprising cowardice. It swiftly retreated, fleeing to protect itself from the cat. Despite its imposing size, fear had gripped the lagoon, and it sought refuge on the house's walls. The sight was eerie indeed, as the lagoon perched there, amazed at its own vulnerability in the face of a mere cat. Nature's mysteries continue to astonish us with their unexpected twists. Terrifying storm. On a dark and terrifying night in Pennsylvania, a dash cam recorded a chilling scene that sent shivers down the spine. In the dead of the night, a horde of young people were seen running aimlessly on the desolate road, as if fleeing from an unknown terror lurking in the shadows. The atmosphere was thick with dread, leaving one to wonder what horrors had transpired. The trees, once proud and sturdy, now stood shattered and twisted, their branches contorted as if by some malevolent force, yet no clear explanation could be found. As the dashcam rolled on, a bone-chilling revelation unfolded. It appeared that a monstrous tempest, perhaps a savage storm or even a hurricane, had descended upon Pennsylvania. The truck's dashcam continued to capture this eerie spectacle, even as the world around it seemed to crumble into chaos. The vision grew increasingly distorted, as if the very fabric of reality was unraveling. The truck fought valiantly to survive the relentless onslaught, but ultimately succumbed, leaving wreckage in its wake. Miraculously, the driver emerged from the wreckage, battered and bruised, but alive.
Resulting in some evacuation.
A lone survivor in the midst of this nightmarish maelstrom. This night, when nature's fury collided with the unknown, would forever haunt the memories of those who witnessed it. The desolation, the darkness, and the inexplicable events that unfolded on that forsaken Pennsylvania road served as a stark reminder of the terrifying power that Mother Nature can unleash, leaving a trail of devastation and fear in its wake. Zebra anomaly. Out in the African wilderness, where wild animals roam free, something strange happened. You know, zebras, those horses with black and white stripes. Well, they usually have bodies covered in those stripes, like zebra fashion. But one day, when the sun was shining bright and the grass was green, a baby zebra showed up, and it was different from all the others. Instead of having neat stripes, this baby zebra had a coat that was almost all black with just a few tiny white dots. Imagine looking up at the night sky and you see just a few stars scattered here and there. That's what this zebra looked like. People who saw it were totally puzzled. If this zebra had been all alone, it would have been really hard to figure out what it was. But it wasn't alone. It was hanging out with a bunch of regular striped zebras, eating grass and doing zebra stuff. People started to wonder what was going on. Was this zebra a special kind of zebra? Did it have a problem with its stripes? Nobody had a clue. But one thing was for sure. It was a zebra, even if it didn't look like the others. So, there it was, this mysterious zebra just munching away like nothing was unusual. It was like a puzzle piece that didn't quite fit, a secret the savannah was keeping to itself. And in the wild, where surprises are hidden in every corner, this unique zebra was a reminder that sometimes nature likes to throw in a twist just to keep us all wondering. Eerie giant figure. In the dark of the night, under the spooky glow of a moon hiding behind ominous clouds, something strange unfolded on the lonely I-90 bridge known as the Catchless Lake Wildlife Overcrossing. Have you ever felt like you're in a nightmare? Get ready, because the camera caught something so weird that it doesn't make sense and gives you chills. At first, it looked like a giant man, an enormous figure strolling on the bridge. But when the camera zoomed in, it got weirder. It wasn't a normal person. This thing was a massive, distorted version of a human, like a creepy giant. Its arms and legs seemed to stretch unnaturally, moving in a way that felt all wrong, like something out of a horror story. What could make such a freaky creature walk on a bridge meant only for animals? This bridge was supposed to be untouched by people, a place for wild creatures to cross safely. But now, this bizarre being was there, defying the laws of nature. It was so unsettling that it made you doubt your own eyes. The few who saw this couldn't believe it. It was impossible for any regular person to be there. This place was the wilderness's domain, and it showed no mercy to outsiders. Fear and wonder mixed together. What was this thing? Was it a demon or something from another world? Its strange, deliberate movements left a scar mark on everyone's minds. As the night swallowed this strange intruder, leaving only fear behind, one thing was clear. There are mysterious forces and creatures in the darkest corners of our world that we can't explain. They hide in the shadows, ready to challenge what we think is real. Deer and city. We know what happens in the big, busy city where the loud honks of cars and sirens rule the air. Something mysterious happened.
Well, it's been running up and down the length of here for about a week now. We've had multiple calls. Other people have had multiple calls.
It was so strange that people couldn't forget it. A camera captured something weird, a deer strolling the city streets in broad daylight. It didn't make sense. Deer belong in calm forests, not chaotic cities. This deer seemed lost, a wild creature in a human world. Curious folks gathered, and a brave rescue team arrived. They had a mission: save this bewildered deer and take it back to the peaceful forest. But catching the deer was no walk in the park. It ran through the city like a blur, graceful and fast. The rescue team chased it through the streets, alleys, and roads, leaving everyone amazed.
Cool, control the legs. Need to get the net off, and then we can go from there, yeah? Yep. Right, what's he called?
After a relentless chase, they caught the deer. They gave it a calming injection, and it seemed to relax. Then, they gently placed it in a waiting vehicle. The deer's fearful eyes turned peaceful, as if it wanted to go home. They drove to the forest, far from the city's noise. They set the deer free, and it bounded away into the woods. The team watched, wondering how the deer ended up in the city. It was a question without an answer, adding to the mystery of that unusual day.
Right, it's good enough, man. Got both nets, 2 people on the net.
Black coyote. In the heart of the Texan wilderness, there's a hidden world where nature creates unique creatures. Have you ever explored the mysterious land of Austin, where strange black coyotes wander? In this secretive realm, one of these rare black coyotes known as melanism left its mark. Melanism is like nature's hidden artistry, as elusive as the night itself. Unlike its fellow coyotes, this one has a coat that's as black as the deepest shadows. It's as if nature used the darkest ink to create this enigmatic masterpiece. One day, wildlife officers from the Austin Animal Center set up hidden cameras and captured a sight that left everyone bewildered. They filmed a black coyote standing out in its unique ebony coat, along with 3 adorable pups and a shadowy companion. It was a moment of pure astonishment. Even the wise keeper of the Austin Zoo, who knew the secrets of the wild, was humbled by this extraordinary sight. These creatures, wrapped in the rare mystery of their black coats, are talked about in whispers among those who love nature. They are like a puzzle that science has yet to fully solve. The black coyote's presence in Austin felt like a message from the wild, a reminder of the endless mysteries hidden in the untouched wilderness. As the news spread across the city, questions filled the air. How did this rare creature, a symbol of the night, end up in Austin? Was it a messenger sent to remind us of the hidden secrets in nature? The answers, just like the black coyote itself, remain shrouded in darkness.
You gotta be right there, Dave.
It left the city pondering the mystery of this enigmatic creature, a living riddle that defied easy explanation, as mysterious as the night that gave it life. Unsettling encounter. A woman who loved her 3 dogs clearly decided to film their special moments together. 2 of her dogs lounged peacefully, but the 3rd grew agitated and began barking at something odd. Her curiosity piqued. She aimed her camera at the restless dog and noticed a strange dark shape that resembled a human figure outside the bathroom window. Time passed and the eerie shadow moved, sending shivers down her spine. Fear welled up inside her, and she couldn't help but let out piercing screams. It was a chilling encounter that left her trembling and utterly perplexed. The woman's bond with her dogs had always brought her comfort, but on that unsettling day, her haven had turned into a realm of fear and uncertainty. As the mysterious shadow continued to shift and loom, her once peaceful home felt like an alien place. She clutched her dogs tightly, desperately seeking reassurance from their presence. But the inexplicable encounter had shaken her to the core. It was a moment that would haunt her thoughts for days to come, leaving her with questions that had no easy answers. Haunted Trail Bridge. This little video captured by the camera takes us to a trail bridge along the Santa Ana River, and it's got quite a spooky reputation. People who ventured across the bridge have reported some eerie encounters that have left them with goosebumps. They claim to have heard faint whispers and the hushed voices of men, seemingly emanating from beneath the creaky wooden planks of the bridge. Imagine walking there in the dead of night, and suddenly you're hearing voices that shouldn't be there. It's enough to send shivers down your spine. But the spine-tingling tales don't stop there. Some folks have experienced an invisible force that prevents them from crossing the bridge. It's as if an unseen hand is saying, "Nope, not this way." So they're forced to find an alternative route to cross the river. Now, whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's something undeniably intriguing about a place with such mysterious stories. It makes you wonder what might be hiding in the shadows of that old bridge along the Santa Ana River, waiting to give anyone who dares to cross a spine-chilling experience they won't soon forget. Cryptic Forest Encounter. In the hidden depths of the world, there are strange and mysterious creatures that defy our understanding. These mysterious beings lurk in the darkest corners of existence, escaping our grasp and challenging the very laws of nature. One such creature, a terrifying blend of human and ape, was caught on camera deep within eerie, isolated forest. This nightmarish entity, frozen in time by the camera's lens, stood alone among ancient trees, defying the rational world. Its appearance was a grotesque fusion of human and ape, with a body covered in black fur that seemed to swallow the light, contrasting sharply with its ghastly pale face. What made this encounter even more unsettling was the creature's eerie stillness. It stared into the camera with unblinking eyes, as if peering into the very depths of the viewer's soul. Its eyes, wide against the darkness, held a malevolent gaze that sent shivers down the spines of those who saw it. The air grew heavy with an ominous sense of dread, as if the forest itself recoiled in fear at the creature's presence. No one could fathom where this abomination had come from, and its cryptic purpose remained a mystery. It was an unsolvable enigma, a puzzle without an answer. As the image of this monstrous being spread, it left a trail of fear in its wake. Whispers of the unknown and the macabre swept through the minds of those who saw the photograph. It appeared that our world was darker and more mysterious than anyone had ever imagined, with terrors lurking just beyond our comprehension, waiting to be unearthed from the depths of the unknown. Cat and baby rhino. Once a camera disclosed in a lush forest, a baby rhino faced a sad twist of fate. His dear mother was tragically taken from him, leaving him all alone. But by a stroke of good luck, he found himself at an orphanage in the heart of the forest. At this orphanage, a kind-hearted girl took him under her wing. She saw the potential for love and happiness in this young rhino, and she made a promise to care for him like her very own. As time passed, their bond grew stronger. They became best friends, spending their days playing in the meadows, sharing giggles, and cuddling up together at night, drifting into peaceful dreams. But the magic didn't stop there. The girl had a playful cat of her own, and something amazing happened. This tiny cat and the massive rhino formed an unlikely friendship. In a short time, the cat felt drawn to the gentle giant, and a unique bond blossomed. Together, the girl, the rhino, and the cat formed an enchanting trio. They played games in the tall grass, enjoyed picnics by the babbling brook, and even had their own secret language of purrs and trumpets. To some, their friendship might have seemed strange, but in their world, it was a masterpiece of love. In that forest, a heartwarming story was written, one that proved love knows no boundaries, not even between a cat and a rhino. It was a little weird, yes, but incredibly cute. Gargantuan unveiled. In a quiet, ordinary town, something truly terrifying unfolded. A massive, wild creature defying all expectations emerged from the depths. It was like a nightmare come to life, a colossal crocodile, a terrifying predator straight out of stories and legends. It all began as a whispered rumor that spread through the town like a spooky mist. Have you ever seen a giant croc? Those words, once kept secret, now united the entire town in fear. This creature, this super crocodile, lurks silently in the murky waters, craving human flesh. The silent camera caught the moment when terror shattered the calm of the town. Houses near the water became unwilling spectators to this unfolding nightmare. Panic surged as the enormous crocodile appeared, having already taken 2 lives and hungry for more. The brave people of this once peaceful neighborhood refused to be victims. They summoned their courage and set out on a daring mission to rid their town of this aquatic monster. But how do you confront a beast of such immense size? It measured about 18 feet, a true giant. The battle that followed was a desperate fight for survival. The crocodile, sensing its impending doom, fought fiercely, sending chills down the spines of those who faced it. In their darkest hour, a glimmer of hope appeared, a plan born of necessity and creativity. They securely fastened the colossal creature to a raft and used ropes to harness the strength of the community. Slowly and painfully, they began moving the monster away from their homes. After countless struggles, they succeeded. The giant crocodile was expelled from the town and returned to the waters it came from. But as it disappeared, it left behind an enduring mystery, a chilling tale that would haunt their memories. How had such a colossal and malevolent force arrived in their peaceful town, lurking in the shadows of their suburban life? It remained an unanswered question, a natural riddle that defied explanation and was forever hidden in the mystery of that fateful day. Deadly encounter. As twilight settled in, a camera silently observed a mysterious scene. A winding river hidden in the moonlight meandered through an untouched forest. Its waters held secrets from ancient times, concealed deep within the heart of the wild woods. A solitary figure emerged, outlined by the dark shadows around him. He clutched a cold, treacherous weapon, its steel gleaming ominously. His eyes, hidden in the darkness, showed a chilling determination devoid of mercy. The camera focused on a creature beneath the river's surface, an enormous crocodile, a relic of the past. Its scales shining eerily in the dim light. With each movement, the river seemed to murmur stories of its ancient lineage. The man's finger tightened, and a thunderous shot pierced the night's silence. The crocodile writhed in agony, a grotesque struggle for survival. The river, once peaceful, turned into a gruesome canvas, its waters tainted with a sinister red. But the man's determination held fast. He fired again, and this time, the ancient beast succumbed to the relentless assault. Its formidable form lay motionless, life extinguished. The forest seemed to mourn the loss of its ancient guardian, holding its breath. A profound stillness enveloped the scene. The river, now without its monstrous inhabitant, reflected the calmness of a world forever changed by the enigmatic man and his deadly weapon. As the camera lingered on this blood-soaked tableau, one couldn't help but ponder the mysteries hidden within the depths of the river and the soul of the man who had dared to confront the untamable. Creepiness unveiled. In a place where technology meets the mysteries we can't explain, motion cameras do a special job. They silently watch over things, especially when night falls. For folks who own homes, these cameras promise safety. They snap quick pictures, capture important moments, and act like alert guards, making you jump when they sense something strange. But they're not just for houses. They venture into the wild places where secrets hide. Deep in the wilds of Sydney, Australia, there's a spooky forest. One night, when the moon refused to shine on the trees, a motion camera saw something eerie. At first, the camera just picked up normal nighttime movements, maybe an animal doing its thing. But then, with a creepy clarity, it showed us something else. Imagine a creature dark as the night itself as it stepped out of a scary story. It stood among the twisted trees, soaking up all the darkness, except for its unnaturally bright eyes. Those eyes gleamed with a wicked light, and they stared straight into the camera like they knew it was being watched. Nobody knew where this terrifying thing came from. It didn't fit with the rules of the forest like it was a ghost from some old legend. Was it a supernatural being, a leftover from ancient nightmares, or just a camera trick? The forest kept its secret, only telling the wind in hushed whispers. This spooky sight left everyone who saw it feeling uneasy. What this strange creature wanted, we still don't know. It's a mystery that's now part of the camera's memory, a memory that gives anyone who looks at it a chilling feeling of the unknown. crocodile. In a world full of secrets where nature hides its mysteries beneath the surface, there are creatures of great danger. Among them is the crocodile, a living relic of ancient power. This story takes place under the scorching sun, where a tale of fear and fascination unfolds. On a calm river, a small boat drifted, carrying fishermen on a quest for a bountiful catch. They cast their nets, unaware of the lurking danger. The sun's rays shimmered on the water's surface, painting it in gold. Suddenly, as if summoned by an ancient otherworldly call, a massive crocodile emerged from the depths. It was like a scene from a nightmare, with its eyes dark as obsidian, gleaming with a mysterious purpose. The fishermen, so tiny compared to this colossal creature, shuddered with fear. The air grew heavy and the river seemed to hold its breath. The crocodile, despite its enormous size, moved gracefully toward them. The once friendly sun now bore witness to a terrifying encounter between humans and this ancient reptile. The fishermen, paralyzed by fear, could do nothing as the crocodile's jaws opened wide, revealing rows of sharp, deadly teeth. Time seemed to slow down as the crocodile's head swayed towards them. Like a gruesome pendulum in a sinister dance. Its horrifying features etched themselves in the minds of the fishermen, a living nightmare before them. In that moment, they saw the true power of the wild, where human frailty crumbled in the face of nature's might. The monstrous reptile, its intentions unknown, left an indelible mark on the fishermen's souls, a haunting reminder of the ancient mysteries that still inhabit our world. Daredevil Raccoon. Once upon a time, in the heart of the town, a camera recorded a courageous raccoon named Daredevil embarking on an extraordinary adventure. High atop a towering structure, Daredevil teetered on the edge.
This is the real news. You won't see this on the nightly news tonight.
With an adventurous jump, he descended 9 stories. His trip was caught on camera. As he touched the ground, he dashed away, a true local legend in the making. The footage of this valorous raccoon's descent and escape warmed hearts, reminding us all that courage can come from the most unexpected places. The fearless raccoon, daring to reach the top of the building, tried but to no avail as it lost its balance and tumbled over. Fortunately, luck was on its side, and it miraculously jumped back up as if it hadn't been injured at all. With a determined spirit, Daredevil scampered away in another direction, leaving the onlookers in awe of his incredible bravery and resilience. This small-town hero proved that even the most ordinary creatures can perform extraordinary feats when they dare to defy the odds. Alien captured. One quiet night in a suburban neighborhood, something astonishing happened. Unbeknownst to the homeowners, their trusty Ring camera captured an otherworldly event. The video revealed a group of strange, shimmering beings dancing gracefully on their front lawn under the starry sky. These extraterrestrial visitors seemed to glow with soft, otherworldly light, leaving intricate patterns in the grass as they moved. The residents watched in awe, forever changed by the captivating spectacle of these aliens. The memory of that mesmerizing night, recorded by their Ring camera, remained etched in their minds, a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be discovered right in their own suburban backyard. Walking Bear's Mystery. The camera captured an astonishing spectacle that sent shivers down the spines of all who behold it. A black bear strolling effortlessly on its hind legs. It was an eerie sight, a creature of the wild masquerading as a human, defying the laws of nature. The onlookers, their jaws agape, were gripped by an inexplicable blend of fascination and fear. Some speculated that tragedy had befallen the bear. that its front limbs had been injured in some cruel accident, forcing it to adapt this unnerving bipedal gait. Others whispered that it might be a mere 3-year-old cub still discovering the world and experimenting with curious behaviors. The truth remained elusive, veiled in the enigmatic darkness of the forest. With a total length of 250 meters, the bear seemed to stretch on forever, an ominous figure on the horizon. Yet as quickly as it had emerged, the mystery deepened as it resumed its natural quadrupedal stride, vanishing into the obscurity from which it had briefly emerged. Different cameras bore witness to this bizarre phenomenon. Capturing the enigma for extended periods, as if the universe itself had conspired to bewilder humanity. Documentaries proliferated, with experts posting that such a peculiar gait was not beyond the bear's capabilities. Yet the eerie and unsettling nature of the sighting lingered, casting shadows of doubt and fear across the land. Could it be a harbinger of the unknown or a mere quirk of nature? The mystery endured, leaving us with more questions than answers. Eldritch Forest Encounters. In the dim light of the camera's lens, something terrifying unfolded. In a gloomy pond sat trapped within a creepy old forest. The water looked like a dark mirror reflecting the black sky above, almost like a portal to the abyss. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a horrifying figure appeared. It was not like anything from our world.
I remember.
A weird humanoid lurking in the distant darkness. It glowed with an eerie, unnatural orange light, defying the laws of nature. This creature had a twisted shape, like an orangutan gone horribly wrong. Covered in ragged, mossy clothing, its body contorted into a creepy, hunched posture. Its eyes burned with a malevolent fire that could chill your very soul. Just looking at it sent shivers down your spine. This beast had lived hidden in that sinister forest, far from human understanding. Avoiding science and reason, no one knew where it had come from, and its existence seemed like a macabre mystery. Was it a creature from the depths of darkness, a guardian of forbidden secrets, or a sign of impending disaster? The camera, by pure chance, captured the spine-chilling moment, etching it into history as a tale of terror. The world would tremble at the sight of this unearthly being, and the secrets of that dark forest would continue to haunt the dreams of anyone who dared to see it. In that one eerie moment, fear and dread overshadowed the ordinary as the world glimpsed something beyond comprehension, something that would haunt the soul forever. Fearless raccoons. As the sun slipped below the horizon, the camera captured a fascinating sight in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park. Brave raccoons emerged from the shadows, their agile paws and masked faces adding an element of mystery to the night. They roamed the ground with mischievous grins in their eyes, venturing into the local wilderness with a spirit of adventure.
They're so beautiful. They have that mask. They're ready.
Each step and scurry showcased their adaptability in this urban jungle, reminding us that nature's wonders can thrive even amid the city's hustle and bustle. This peculiar scene sparked numerous conversations among onlookers. Many people were questioned about it, and even a lady with her pet came to investigate, discovering the entire raccoon crew.
They eat apples, they eat just everything. They're so hungry.
These enigmatic raccoons, with their distinctive white stripes and black bodies, small cute faces, and feline-like postures, were a sight to behold. Their presence in the park, easily visible to all, was indeed quite unusual. In Golden Gate Park, as the day surrendered to the night, the raccoons held court, enchanting those who had the pleasure of witnessing their nocturnal escapades. These agile creatures served as a reminder that nature's marvels can flourish amidst the urban tapestry, adding a touch of intrigue to the city's nocturnal landscape. Ghosted Room. In the dimly lit room, the camera's lens captured something eerie and unexplainable. The vast expanse of the pale, white space was shrouded in darkness. But within that obscurity, a mysterious presence emerged. It was a ghostly figure, almost translucent, drifting silently in the room's shadows. This apparition, lacking any discernible weight or form, sent shivers down the spine. As the baby in the stroller awakened and began to play, it seemed to sense the uncanny presence. With tiny hands clutching the stroller's walls for support, the curious infant pulled itself up to a wobbly stand. Just then, the special entity resembling a human but without substance moved eerily behind the child. The camera recorded this chilling encounter, a sight so unsettling that it defied all rational explanation. In the confines of this everyday room, something truly out of the ordinary had manifested. Leaving a haunting impression that would linger long after the recording had stopped. Sneaky raccoon. Under the silvery moonlight, the camera unveiled a sneaky raccoon that emerged from the shadows on a quiet suburban street. With swift paws and a mischievous glint in its eyes, it approached a solitary trash bag left by the roadside. A camera caught this moment of mischief as the raccoon, moving like a whisper, tore into the bag.
Come on, hey, come on. None of that, none of that.
Unveiling a treasure trove of discarded delights. With food scraps scattered like confetti, the raccoon enjoyed the feast under the shroud of night, a sly bandit in the dark. This unsettling sight wasn't just amazing, but also quite curious and creepy, as it reminded us that even in the stillness of the night, unexpected creatures prowl, turning ordinary streets into mysterious adventures waiting to be discovered. A mystery of a spider. In the dimly lit room, a big, scary spider appeared on camera. This spider was not like the regular ones you see. It was huge and black, lurking in the corner, making the room feel eerie. Its shape was weird and frightening, with many long legs creeping across the wall like spooky vines. The room suddenly felt heavy and scary, like the spider was in charge of the air itself, trapping anyone who came close in a web of fear. Everyone in the room felt very uncomfortable because this spider was no ordinary creature. It was a mystery, something strange and scary that nobody understood. The spider's face was full of secrets, its eyes shining with evil intentions. The room, which used to be a safe place, now felt like a room of nightmares because of this awful spider. People couldn't stop thinking about it, and it seemed to cast a long, scary shadow over their hearts. In simple words, this spider was not normal, and it scared everyone in the room. The room went from a nice place to a very scary one because of this spider. People couldn't stop thinking about it, and it made them very uneasy. A feared panther. One peaceful evening, as the sun disappeared, the doorbell camera suddenly flickered to life. It caught something truly strange. In the fading light, there was a mysterious creature lurking in the yard. Some folks said it looked like a mountain lion. The video was hazy and left the homeowner utterly amazed. Was it a wild visitor or just a trick of the night? This puzzling footage sparked everyone's interest in the neighborhood. People couldn't stop talking about it, and it became a hot topic at the local galleries and theaters. The doorbell camera had unveiled a mystery, and everyone was eager to find out the truth. As days turned into nights, people gathered around screens, hoping for more clues. The community banded together to uncover the enigma. Was it a rare sighting or just a clever shadow? The answer remained elusive. But the excitement of the unknown kept everyone captivated. Best bear fight ever. Deep within the beautiful woods, as the sun painted everything in gold during the evening, a camera zoomed in on something that could make even the coldest hearts feel warm. Two bears, cute as can be, were having a tiff that was fierce, yet oh so adorable. Both bears were super cute, but here's the twist. This wasn't a serious battle. One bear all puffed up with anger, or should we say, barely contained anger. seemed determined to prove a point. The other bear, looking a bit lost, clearly had no idea how to bear fight properly. Their fight was more like a clumsy dance. The angry bear kept charging at the confused one, maybe trying to give a lesson in bear etiquette. Meanwhile, the innocent bear just kept moving away, not getting the whole idea of this bear showdown. What made it interesting was that the angry bear refused to give up. He chased after the innocent one, determined to win this peculiar contest. But eventually, the innocent bear decided it was time to surrender. He backed off, leaving the angry bear looking like the victor. After their furry clash, the victorious bear proudly stood there while the defeated one dashed into the safety of the woods, probably thinking he was done with bear drama for good. This wasn't just two bears fighting, it was a funny clash of personalities. It left everyone who saw it feeling warm and amused. It's a memory from the woods that reminds us how unpredictable and adorable nature can be. Real-life zombie. On a spooky evening when the sky turned dark, a doorbell camera reported something eerie. In the faint light of the porch, a startling figure appeared. This figure had very pale skin, and its clothes were all torn up. Its eyes were empty, and it moved slowly, but with a purpose. Everyone who saw it felt a shiver down their spine. This was a real-life zombie, something you usually only see in scary stories. It came to the doorstep for a brief moment, making everyone realize that sometimes reality can be just as strange and frightening as fiction. It's important to remember that sometimes things that seem unreal can happen in our own neighborhoods.
A neighbor shared this doorbell video.
This creepy encounter serves as a reminder that the line between what's made up in stories and what's real can sometimes get blurry, especially when the night is dark and full of surprises. Scary doorbell footage. In the quiet of a moonlit night, the doorbell camera silently recorded eerie scenes that sent shivers down spines. A hooded figure shrouded in darkness approached cautiously. Another revealed a mysterious ghostly figure passing through an open gate without restriction. And then, an unexpected flash of movement captured a group of eerie glowing eyes in the abyss of the night. As the footage unfolds, the sinister events continue to baffle and terrify. The hooded figure's purpose remains a chilling mystery, and the spectral figure's appearance defies explanation. Those unsettling glowing eyes in the darkness haunt the imagination, leaving a lingering fear of the unknown. These doorbell camera recordings open a doorway to a realm where the line between what's real and what's beyond comprehension becomes increasingly thin, leaving us with a sense of disquiet that refuses to fade. In these moonlit moments, the supernatural beckons and our understanding of the world is forever altered. Ghost scare. On that eerie night, the doorbell security camera captured footage that sent shivers down spines. In the pitch-black void of darkness, the camera's lens revealed a spectral presence, a ghostly apparition, hauntingly elusive as it glided through the night. Its ethereal form seemed to dance in the feeble embrace of the moonlight, casting an eerie glow upon the surroundings. As the mysterious specter lingered by the door, the camera's night vision unveiled its spine-chilling features, leaving everyone on edge. The unsettling scrape of this supernatural encounter left a deep sense of frustration and fear, an indelible mark etched into the collective memory of that ominous night.
It's blurred itself. See? So it could be anything.
The enigmatic creature resembling a swirling ball of snow or a drifting smoke bubble but far larger in scale added to the surreal and macabre atmosphere. Its presence was an unsettling reminder that the boundary between the natural and supernatural realms could blur in the most unexpected and chilling ways. As dawn finally broke, the lingering sense of the otherworldly slowly dissipated, but the memory of that haunting night would forever haunt the minds of those who witnessed it.
Watch, look at that. And then saw this from his video front door cam.
The doorbell security camera had captured a glimpse into a world beyond our comprehension, where the spectral and the real intertwined, leaving a creepy sense of unease that would never truly fade away. Demon caught on cam. In the deep, dark night, beneath a sky without a single gleaming moon, a brave person's camera captured something eerie. The lens revealed a scary shadow, a creature that looked like a demon with a twisted and terrifying shape, chasing after a frightened deer. The camera's gentle light unveiled this bone-chilling pursuit, with the deer desperately leaping away and the demon's horrifying form creating a scene of pure terror. The footage left everyone who saw it shaken, a chilling reminder that the night hides secrets we can barely understand. It was a moonless night, the kind where darkness blankets everything and the stars twinkle as the only source of light. In this inky blackness, a fearless soul's camera managed to capture something truly unsettling. The lens unveiled this sinister shadow, a figure that seemed like a demon, its grotesque shape and relentless pursuit of a startled deer. The camera's soft light exposed this icy chase, with the deer's frantic leaps and the ghastly form of the demon creating a scene straight out of a nightmare. The footage left all who watched it in shock, a haunting testament to the mysteries concealed in the depths of the night. 2 black bears. In the quiet town of Bell Acres Borough, a pair of black bears caused quite a ruckus. The security camera captured their antics as they sneaked into the area and found themselves a tasty treat: a chicken. With their strong paws and sharp claws, they caught the chicken, but accidentally broke its cage in their excitement. Feathers flew everywhere as they savored their unexpected feast. It was an unforgettable wildlife encounter that gave both the bears and the town's residents a remarkable story to share. The bears' unexpected visit had everyone in Bell Acres Borough talking for days. People marveled at the daring antics of these mischievous creatures, while also feeling sympathy for the poor chicken that became their impromptu dinner. It served as a reminder that even in a quiet town, nature's surprises can be just around the corner. The bears' adventure left a lasting memory and a sense of awe in the hearts of the locals, who now have their very own wild tale to recount for years to come. Squirrels attack on deer. In a truly astonishing video, we witness an unforgettable moment when a plucky squirrel launches an entirely unexpected attack on a much larger deer. The audacious squirrel, seemingly fearless, catapults itself directly into the deer's face. This sudden and daring assault takes the deer completely by surprise, causing it to react in sheer astonishment. Startled and perplexed, the deer's natural instincts kick in as it hastily bolts away from the scene, making a hasty retreat from the tiny but audacious adversary. The video captures a slice of nature's drama, revealing the fearless spirit of the squirrel and the ever-changing dynamics of the animal kingdom. It's a moment that leaves us in awe of the courage displayed by this small creature. And the surprising turn of events that occur when different species cross paths. In the wilderness, such unexpected encounters remind us of the boundless wonders and mysteries that unfold when animals come face to face, showcasing the remarkable and sometimes comical sides of the natural world that continue to captivate our hearts and minds. Forest spirit. Deep within a tranquil forest, a trail camera recently captured something that's left everyone scratching their heads. The camera recorded a mysterious figure bathed in an otherworldly glowing light. This enigmatic presence possesses a peculiar blend of human-like features, yet it's unlike anything anyone has ever seen before. The image has ignited the imaginations of researchers and the public alike, giving rise to wild speculations. Some suggest it could be a guardian forest spirit. Others entertain the idea of an interdimensional traveler, while a few simply wonder if it's a mere trick of light. The fascination with this captivating footage has spread like wildfire across the globe, fueling a universal curiosity about the uncharted mysteries of the unknown. It's a reminder that even in our modern world, where science and technology often seem to have all the answers, there are still enigmatic phenomena that challenge our understanding. As the world watches and ponders, this silent forest and its mysterious inhabitants continue to beckon us to explore the wonders that lie beyond the boundaries of our knowledge. beckoning us to embrace the thrill of the unknown. Fearless bear. In the midst of a bright and sunny day, deep within the dark woods, something truly mysterious unfolded before the watchful eye of a trail camera. What happened on the recording was none other than a majestic and enigmatic black bear. But with a twist, it bore a lustrous coat of brown fur. There it was, strolling leisurely through the woods, cradling a bundle of bushes in its mighty jaws, perhaps a simple meal for the day. The sight was nothing short of captivating, as if the bear had decided to embark on a curious adventure, unhurried and seemingly without any particular destination in mind. Bears, we often think of as endearingly cute creatures, but in that fleeting moment, one couldn't help but be reminded of their untamed nature. For when hunger or anger strikes, these seemingly gentle giants can transform into formidable forces of the wild. A stark contrast of the tranquil scene that unfolded in the dappled sunlight of the woods that day. It served as a powerful reminder that even in the most unexpected of moments, the natural world can reveal its eerie and fascinating mysteries, leaving us in awe of the untamed beauty that resides just beyond our everyday lives. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video entertaining, don't hesitate to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for even more thrilling content. And remember to ring that notification bell to ensure you're always in the loop for our latest updates. Until next time, stay curious and stay tuned.